tell me that this is the play where it happened, but where else could it have been? There weren't really a ton of opportunities for somebody to injure their ribs like that. So it's just that never-ending. Remember that the kids movie, The Never-Ending Story? That's what it is with the Niners. There's just always something.
Is that the one with Narnia?
No.
Oh, okay.
The one with Narnia is Narnia.
Okay. That's based on The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe or something like that?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. But
because all I know is you keep telling us Matt George loves Narnia, and that really has nothing to do with the Lord of the Rings.
It does not.
Yeah.
Two completely different fantasy worlds.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the never-ending story of the Niners and injuries, specifically at the worst times, it feels like, or essentially all the time. I don't know. Because, last season was the first season where the substation stuff got addressed, right? That was the first season where it got addressed. But just because it got addressed doesn't mean it's going away. It's not going to go away. I mean, the conversations are going to continue as long as...
I hope not.
I saw somebody...
There's nothing to that.
I'm not saying there is. I'm saying if they keep getting injured, it's not going away.
Hopefully it will, because there's nothing to it.
And I saw somebody... there was a LeBron Miami meme the first go-round. Somebody said the substation first day of training camp, and it was a bunch of LeBron highlights. Because, it happened quick, Whitey.
Yeah. The fractured ribs, it depends on the extent of the fractures. And, that might not be as bad as it sounds. Obviously, it's not good. And then with the Ricky Pearsall, that's the same injury. Well, presumably, he sustained a PCL injury in week 4. That cost him 8 regular season games and 1 playoff game. So I know you were saying it's one thing after another, which is true. On the other hand, it's the same thing, which in some ways is more concerning.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's not better.
No. And I did see...
Come on home, Debo!
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, here we go.
Everything on the table.
I saw somebody say, would you rather have Debo or Stephon Diggs?
Stephon Diggs.
Okay. Well, I'm saying he's a free agent. I know some stuff happened at the end of last season, or he's been involved in.
See the door opening for a return of Brandon Ayuk.
There's no.
I don't. I'm just wondering if you.
Now maybe even with everything he has done and said, I think you probably had the door slightly ajar before those Instagram posts.
Really?
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody gets desperate enough, you can forgive. Now, do you trust I think the bigger question would be with Kyle Shanahan's current status, who's really the only one that it feels like Brandon Ayuk would kind of listen to. It would just be kind of an uncontrollable situation with a possible interim coach. That would just be a nightmare.
Yeah. In reality, he seems untethered to reality. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of threw that out there because it's so, right. But I don't think there's anything there. As far as Ricky Pearsall, I know you'd mentioned the bust word a few moments ago. I think we're on the same page here based on what you said about that. There's a bust, which is you draft a guy and he's just not that good, or there's a guy who's drafted high, unfortunately, sometimes, and he just, because of injury, he gets hurt. To me, there's a difference between a bust, which is he was never that good, and busted, which hopefully he's not, but it's just a matter of he just can't stay healthy enough to play.
I agree that there should be 2 worlds, like you just talked about, bust and busted. I love that. But if you're some people will make you choose one world. And if you're making me choose one world, he is a bust. As of right now. He is.
I would say he's on that path potentially. I still wouldn't say.
As of now,
yeah.
And this is, how this conversation always goes. As of now, he's a bust. That doesn't mean it can't be undone. Mm-hmm. But as of now, he is a bust. A first-round pick. And he's not the only, that happens. But with the Niners, it just feels like it happens all too often. But I understand what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying. But if somebody came to me and said, hey, none of that other stuff, is he a bust or not, you have to answer, I would say if I have to answer and I can't say what you just said, and well, the injury thing, I would say, yeah, then he is.
I get it. I mean, bust or busted. If the guy is not available to you for whatever reason, you draft him that high and then he's not there for you, you lose,
Right.
however you label it.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, it wasn't really his fault. Doesn't matter. You're without a guy that you're really counting on.
Right. And here's the other part about it. And we saw this with the NBA as well recently. The rounds do matter. You know, for those of us that have never gotten to the other side or never gotten that call, all you think about is, if I was drafted, I'd be happy. You know, if I was drafted, that's all that would matter. But when you are on a different level, and from the organization standpoint, getting drafted in the first round is a huge deal. Money-wise, contract-wise, the commitment that they now have to you. So that's why it's a bigger deal than, you know, a Jacob Cowing or somebody, or Danny Gray or somebody like that, because you took him in the first round. Mm-hmm. That's why you can't just let it go the same way you let some of these other positions go that you draft later on.
Reminder on Jordan James, this is his second time in as many camps that he sustained an injury. Last year, he missed pretty much all of the preseason because of a broken finger, and now he's going to miss at least a little time with the ribs injury. And obviously the 49ers are hoping that he's at least able to compete for the RB2 job. Can't do that if he's on the sidelines.
Ridiculous. And I don't know, you know, he's one of those guys, and there are a couple of them, where the Niners would have to go if they're unable to get this guy on the field. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you take a look at the depth chart. You got Jordan James, Kalen Black, who they just drafted, right, out of Indiana. So you have him, and he was another guy that they actually took slightly early.
Alan, where's my guy? And I think he's Jay's guy, too. Where's Garendo?
I was just going to say.
Where's Isaac Garendo? What happened to him? What have you done to him?
He's out. It's just I'm right here on the depth chart. It's I don't know what he did. Got to remember what he did, but he's out.
All he did was produce in that terrible year where he actually had to play.
Yeah,
last year, doghouse for you.
Was it something about the blocking, or didn't somebody say he doesn't know the schemes or something like that? I feel like I heard about Garendo.
He has a pec issue right now.
Yeah,
Just a
torn pec, Whitey.
Yeah, that's gonna set you back.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
tough to play football with that going on.
Yeah, he's on the PUP list. Peck on the PUP list.
Right. I hope he gets better, and I hope he gets a chance to play. Clearly, there was something about him that the front office, the coaching staff wasn't crazy about.
Well, all we know is he's big, but he still can fly. That top speed, that was the thing with Garendo. He's got a great top speed.
And good hands.
Yeah, got a great top speed, but yeah, I had heard, and this was while he was in the doghouse. It was something about not understanding the schemes, or not, no block, no rock, something like that the Niners they clearly weren't happy with. And they keep drafting these guys that they end up not being happy with.
Yeah. Obviously, these injuries that some of these 49ers are dealing with are not self-inflicted. But we had the Harrison Bader story yesterday, where he fell off his skateboard or had a skateboard mishap. With Matt George with the sunscreen in his eye. Some of these things self-inflicted. Alan, you ever sustain an injury, sports or otherwise, that was self-inflicted? One time, I remember I'm driving a golf cart, and I was by myself, so I was driving up to the green. I don't know who's riding with me. And, there's a little space in the steering wheel for the pencil.
Right.
And I'm left hand on the wheel, right hand. I'm trying to get the pencil in that little, and I missed, and right into my thumb. That was dumb.
Oh, my goodness. Besides those stupid tents, when you press the button, when the big tents where you got to press the little button and they collapse.
Oh, yeah.
Like
we
my
have those
thumb.
at radio stations all the time.
Right. And I hate, no. And Bobby will say, hey, Alan, can you help me close this? I'll say, I wish I could. But my thumb, well, the Razor scooters.
Yeah.
How same thing. When you're closing it, you press the buttons and then the handles cut down. I pressed the button, my thumb got caught in it, ripped my thumb open.
Oh.
It was a bad one.
Yeah.
There's another one, Whitey. I don't know if it's completely appropriate. But this one, it involves freshman year, Sonoma State, a beverage, and fire. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not sure.
There are a
No,
bunch.
I'm a little lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you
Yeah. So, there's certain beverages that you will light on fire, and then, hey, you drink the beverage.
Ah, okay, I got you.
So they said, Alan, you do it. I did it. It caught.
Why not the bartender do it?
It was in a dorm room. That's why. And my parents were coming that weekend. My dad looked at me. What's wrong with your face?
Are you serious?
What is wrong with had a fun time
You get
explaining.
singed or?
Oh, yeah. It was right here, right under my eye. Yeah, I ran to the bathtub.
This must have been the Guerneville crew.
It was part of the Guerneville crew for sure. So that was probably the worst one.
Lucky that one worse, I think.
No, you know what? I really am. Then another time.
Did you ever have to, come clean on that or tell your parents what happened?
I told them what happened. Well, I can think quick on my feet, but not quick enough.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything. What is that aloe vera? What is on your face? Like, what are we doing?
Aloe vera now.
What are we doing? So that one.
That's pretty self-inflicted, I guess.
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness. To this day, my friends still joke about it. They didn't do it, though, just me. After I did it, they said, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. So, yeah. Good times. Good times. Shout out Rohnert Park.
That could have been a lot worse. You get kind of scared thinking about that? I mean, that must have been a frightening moment.
It was.
My face is on fire. Time out. A fool.
Oh. Yeah. It was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Pretty dumb.
How long that take to heal up?
I'm part Wolverine, so just like George Kittle. So, yeah, a couple weeks.
That's not part Wolverine.
Well,
But I'm
relatively
glad
speaking.
it worked out.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah, 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. You want to hit us up here in the chat or the text line. I don't think we have the text line running this week, but we'll see what we can do about that.
I got it up.
Yeah. Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I got my crew up.
Self-inflicted sports injuries. Doesn't even have to be a sports injury, obviously. We just be,
Yeah, that definitely was not a sport.
deal with that throughout the show if we have the material.
Rough stuff.
There's a lot of it going around lately, apparently.
Be safe out there.
Yeah. This is from Kevin Patra, NFL.com. Vita Vea landing spots, 8 possible destinations for Buccaneers DT after trade requests. Buffalo Bills 1. Bears 2. What? The Bears have not done enough to improve their defensive line after last year. Why are so many people wandering around in this delusion, though? The Bears are great. The Bears are really good.
They were fun last year.
I know they're fun.
Everybody loves a new fun team.
3, Green Bay Packers 4. The Raiders.
Come on, baby.
You agree with this? Vea playing alongside Max Crosby would give Vegas a deadly 1-2 punch, could protect the rest of the defense. Would it be prudent for the Raiders to spend their draft capital and cash on an aging veteran when they feel like a team that's a year away from legitimately competing in the AFC West, Alan?
I think so. I mean, I think the NFL is probably unless you're the Raiders or certain other teams, it's normally pretty quick to at least be decent again. That's not to say we don't know what Mahomes is going to look like. I still think, I know Justin Herbert just got engaged and people are joking that's the only ring that he'll get. But I'm saying no, the people are joking
and
about that.
And she's like, her name's Michelle Beer?
Madison.
Okay.
Madison Beer.
And I don't know what she
I
is.
believe she's a singer. I'm going to tell
I know
you.
she's some sort of celebrity, but
Yeah, she's a singer. I found out she was a singer after she started dating after she started dating Justin Herbert.
Just to keep her last name right if she's a celebrity.
I would think so.
Beer,
yeah.
Even if she gets married, unless she's going to be just Madison
Beer Herbert. Yeah.
Beer.
So I have not heard a Madison Beer song. I still haven't. I still have not. And somebody can say, Alan, maybe you have and you just don't know it. That's very possible. But I have not, you get in the car, put on now 100.5 and
Oh, yeah.
or anything. I have not heard a Madison Beer song, but shout out to them. But yeah, I mean, there's the Chargers, the Chiefs obviously have Mahomes, but they got some question marks. They, moved off of Trent McDuffie and they've made a couple different decisions.
You in, you out on this for the Raiders.
I'm in.
And Jay, do you know Madison Beer?
No.
Okay.
I'm in.
You're in. Okay. Also on the list, the Los Angeles Chargers.
Makes sense.
Just the aforementioned Chargers. The New York Giants. We also have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is probably where he's going to go. I think you pointed this out. He can ask for trade, but it's like Kuminga asked for trade last year. He didn't get traded. That's usually just the next step in negotiations. He probably stays there. But the other team on the list is the 49ers.
Just every list they're on.
Well, yeah, because he makes a lot of sense. Northern California roots. We told you yesterday, Alan. You may have already known. Milpitas.
Milpitas.
Yeah. So why do you act like this? Wow, where did you come up with that? Pulling that out of the hat.
No, I'm just saying.
49ers.
Yeah, of course.
A Super Bowl contender in the eyes of many.
Yep. I mean, you add him to the rest of that crew, and I don't know. I think it would definitely give them a little bit more beef. And to your point, Whitey, with what the Rams have done so far,
yes,
it would at least make them feel as if, hey, Rams did some things. Odigizua, Mike Evans, then we go get Vita Vea. We did some things too. The Rams, you dang near look at them like the Dodgers in a way. Hey, what they're doing, they're in a different stratosphere, but we're really, really happy with the year that we had.
Mm-hmm. Kevin Patras says 49ers would probably be an idyllic way for Villa to sunset his career. I'm not sure the Niners would reciprocate the desire after the acquisition of Osa Odigizua, who better fits their scheme.
That kind of sounds like what you were saying yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple, we kind of have somebody similar to that already.
This might be where I saw it. San Francisco likely wants to allow its youngsters room to grow, including 2025 second and fourth round defensive tackles Alfred Collins and C.J. West. That's the 49er way.
Yeah. Well, it's not the 49er way, because if it was, then they wouldn't have all these old dudes on the team. So it's not necessarily their way. They want it to be their way, and that's how they want it to come off. But clearly, they have added people. They have added players later in their career, which is why they're in the position they're in now. So they're pretending like that isn't the case. But they have.
Mm-hmm. They're rebuilding the defense, and they're trying to get younger, and the cap considerations and all of that, as we discussed last week. Really old team, defense, kind of young, which means the offense is really ancient.
Well, here's the thing, and there is going to be some Warriors talk today, just because I would say behind LeBron, now that LeBron is done, the mismanagement of Steph Curry is what a lot of people are talking about. But I think the difference is, if you look at the two Bay Area squads, it's the Steph world and then it's everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe the Niners, even though they have an aging core, they look at it like, because all these guys are going to be done at different times, right? So, once Kittle retires, we're done. We have to do it now, especially with a guy like Kyle Shanahan. I just don't think the Niners look at a window the same way as maybe the Warriors or the rest of the NBA world does, or even the NFL, because of their quarterback being younger. That's the other part too. If their quarterback was older, then maybe you say, how many years does Brock have left? But Brock, who just announced they're pregnant with their second kid, so congrats to Brock. But it's not a situation like that, and I know Kyle Shanahan just believes we're contenders every year. They did the weird, we're going to talk about being a rebuilding team last season, which was pretty unique. They normally don't do that. But I think deep down they feel as if we have a shot at it every year.
I don't think they're going to get Vita Vea. I think I would be all in on him. I think he's going to end up staying in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
But I'd make a serious run. We're out of the 49ers.
Can't give up too much.
Why not? Trying to win a Super Bowl.
You already got guys.
Worrying about giving up too much is not how you win a Super Bowl.
Well, the Rams, what? They gave up whatever they gave up last season, didn't get it done. Oh, man, the Rams really blew that. Okay, we're just going to give up more and try again.
Yeah.
And we'll see if it burns them or not.
And no matter what, they still do have the one.
Yep.
They did do it once. When we come back, did the Dubs decide to pass on Jaylen Brown, or did Boston not want what the Dubs had to offer? We'll dive into that. Some Kings notes as well next on Sactown Sports.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center for your Wednesday. Plenty of sunshine to get out and enjoy, but it will be a little bit warmer this afternoon. I've got highs peaking today in the upper 90s. We'll have a little bit of a delta breeze go through this evening to drop us back into the low 60s first thing Thursday morning. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Your coffee would never get cold. Your flight would always be on time, and your mattress would always respond to you and your unique sleep needs. Sleep Number mattresses are designed to respond to your body and shift with your changing life, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life sleep.
Whether it's date night, family night, or buddy night, Hagen Oaks has a bay for you. Reserve one of 3 Top Tracer bays from 6 to 11 p.m. through HagenOaks.com, and only those 3 bays are reservable. The rest of the driving range is still open for walk-ups. Play golf on world-famous courses while the kids try interactive games. Head to the Hangout for great food, cold drinks, and live sports on the TVs. Add monthly live music and putting tournaments, and you've got more than a driving range, you've got a night out. Hagen Oaks Golf Complex. Swing by and swing away.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency, with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
A good place to buy a new truck would be a place known as Truck Country. Folsom Chevy is Truck Country, and now it makes even more sense. Folsom Chevy is offering 0% financing for 5 years, no payments for 90 days on all new Silverado half-ton trucks in stock, and there's a lifetime warranty. Go to Folsom Chevy at the Folsom Auto Mall or go to folsomchevy.com. From the mountains to the levee, think Folsom Chevy. Together, let's drive. Must finance with GM on approved credit. $16.67 per 1,000 finance. Cannot be combined with other offers. Ends July 31st, 2026.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
Watch out, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. There's Madison Beer, Jay. Madison Beer, Justin Herbert. The new first couple of football/music.
No. No. This isn't even. I
Oh, no.
hate.
Uh-oh.
I hate the
Gatekeeper
whisper.
alert.
I hate the whisper sing. You can't sing. Was she like a content creator turned singer or something?
Not that I know of. I know she's, from what I saw, a singer-songwriter, which is better
stick
than
to
just
writing.
Wow.
Just write. That my dad could not stand Neo's voice. Neo obviously was a songwriter. My dad said he should just stick to writing
That's
songs.
not horrible. I mean,
but anybody can. Anybody can
it's
sound
not-
like that. I
Overproduced.
wanna say it's not gonna. A and a Y and a B. Literally, that is so bad.
It's just one song, though.
The next song, I still wanna pay.
Pretty close to.
Come on.
I listened to about 5 or 6, and they all pretty much the same.
I
Really?
hate
Yeah.
the whispers. It's not singing.
Well, the echoey production is like somber.
Yeah.
His stuff's it's really popular.
I don't know.
right now.
I don't know if you guys know who this, but this person was huge when TikTok pop was Addison Rae. So Addison Rae, she was huge on TikTok doing all the TikTok dances. 3, 4, 5 years later, she's so big, and this is how it works now. She's in movies. Now she's a singer. She was at Coachella. And
What?
it was this, yes, and it was the same. I see. They're all in a bucket, whisper singing together. I hate that.
It's overproduced. That's what, and it's kind of got like the little dubstep house music, club, that's what's in right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's easy to overproduce someone who's not as talented that way.
Wow. I wanna be in a night. That actually upset me.
Thank you, Jay. I noticed that. Thank you, Jay. For
That
sharing
actually upset me.
Justin Herbert loves it.
I guarantee you he does not. I can guarantee you he does not. Hey, babe, you got any new tracks I can listen to? He has never said that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She's got a fan or two that's weighing in the chat, and I'll just leave that to the chat, But be that as it may.
Yeah. I'm going to look up these lyrics.
Well, I think that's part of it, though. And I think that's kind of what Alan is saying. It's the Kim Kardashian effect.
Yeah.
What are you really known for, and what is your true talent? But when it's in reality, I think we all kind of can see what it is.
Yeah, she first gained substantial media coverage when Justin Bieber posted a link to one of her covers. 2013, she released her debut. So I think she's...
Maybe I'll listen to it. Maybe they're not all whisper.
I'm not trying to tell you wrong or anything. I'm just saying it's a pretty strong reaction.
If they all sound like that.
Yeah.
They're pretty close, Alan.
Grammy nominated. Oh, my Lord.
Best dance pop recording.
15.3 million monthly listeners. 15 million listen.
We're just at that time, and we're just there.
Maybe I'm just old.
She started when she was 13, apparently.
Maybe there's
when
another
she's
song.
singing.
Maybe there's some. Can you belt something? Like, what does that sound like live? Congrats to them, though. But what does that sound like live? You can't get saved there.
I didn't realize it was going to be a gatekeeper special today.
This is not gatekeeper. That's not. In what world is that singing? Back in our day.
Everybody can be a sizzle, all right?
No, it's. Back in our day, we had real singers.
Oh, my goodness.
We did.
How old are you?
We don't even have to go back to. I'm not even talking Whitney or any of that. Christina Aguilera could sing.
In any era, though, you can find people that were popular that really couldn't sing.
Let's keep it a buck.
The vast majority of them knew it, so
right.
That's not like exclusive to now.
Let's keep it a buck. J-Lo can't really sing. Not really.
Agreed.
But at least I know what her voice sounds like. That could have been.
She's just Jenny on the block.
That could have been 50 other artists. That could be AI. This is another one.
Yeah. Is this the one that she was nominated for a Grammy for?
I'm not sure. I have
How
to
did
look
she
that
not
up.
win it?
This is so bad.
I don't know, Alan. I think you might be overreacting a little. I'll admit, I'm
This
not
is
like, I
terrible.
gotta run out and download her latest, but at the same time, I mean, this is because you're a Raider fan and she's engaged to the quarterback of the Chargers.
No.
That's what this is about.
No, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is insanity. Yes, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that.
She's definitely got a unique kind of sound.
No.
You know, I tell you, when I hear Madison Beer, make sure that's her name, I know that that's what I'm listening to.
No,
and
you don't.
I think that goes a long ways towards establishing, you know, that credibility with your audience.
Jay, make sure, because I don't know, I think she might, you know, do a little cussing now because she's all grown. But Jay, find an Addison Rae song. And I'm telling you, they're all in the same group.
Kind of the whispery.
I'm a whisper in your ear, tell you all the things that you want to hear.
It's funny you say that because, you know, you go to YouTube and then they kind of give you like the light videos.
Yeah,
Addison Rae's right on the right side of Madison Beer.
Because it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
I whisper in. He's telling me. It's the same thing.
Wow, that does sound like the same artist.
It's all the same, and they can't sing.
But it sells.
If my kids try to come, hey, Daddy, can we put on a Madison Beer? No, I'd rather listen to Baby Shark. But Daddy, I'm 14 now. I'm 14. I don't want to listen to Baby Shark anymore. No, you listening to Baby Shark.
Did you really say, in my day, people didn't sing like that?
In my day, people could really sing.
Oh, my goodness.
The most was a little bit of auto-tune. Now,
When
guys,
was your day?
early 2000s? Guys, I'll be scrolling, I'll hear a song. I get duped all the time. AI. And now and you know this, Jay, now what they'll do is artists will try to make themselves feel better about it. So they'll say, hey, it's an AI singer, but my lyrics, will you shut up? It's AI.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Isn't AI just the next step of auto-tune?
No. There's no person singing. T-Pain threw a little auto-tune on something. All good.
Mm-hmm.
These
Some
are
of that
not
was for an effect, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Stevie back in the day had the chord.
Lil Roger and Zap.
That's right. That was a little, that's different.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
I will say this. AI has gotten me over the last month. Because I've been up and down on planes and stuff. There's been some Future songs and stuff. I'm like, this is slapping. And then you go and look and you're like, oh, man.
And I don't know.
Not even real.
I don't know what the artists, clearly they're not making money off of it.
Yeah.
But these artists are probably thinking, some of them are going to say, just do it. If you pay me, I'll just do it.
You know, one of the things that in speaking with artists over, whatever, AI, I guess, era, a lot of artists are accepting the production side of AI, but not the actual performance side of rapping or singing, things like that. But the production side of it, I see guys starting to use, or I should say guys and gals, but I was just having this conversation with an artist, Grammy-winning artist, a couple weeks ago, and he was like, look, man, I've been taught a few things with AI. I'm accepting of the music video and some of the production that it can bring to me without me having to go pay a physical producer or a beat maker.
Yeah. No, I get it from making the beats, right? But
I'll give you somebody who can sing right now, a young lady who can sing.
Okay.
Olivia Dean. Do you know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she can sing.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about A Man I Need? Isn't that her big one?
Yeah, I think so.
And,
And I'm too messy. Yeah. She can sing.
You be slapping at Olivia Dean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard her
I've
on
heard
the radio.
the name, don't know who it is.
No, she's
I've heard people
great.
say, oh, she's really pretty, and she was just on Saturday Night Live. But before I saw her, I just heard her. It's like, oh yeah, she could sing.
No, she's different. Yeah. Yeah, that's real.
Yes.
Not this. Somebody said Madison Beer sound like the Yin Yang Twins and the Whispers. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you put me in a bad mood, Whitey.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
How did I?
That was my fault.
I can't believe that.
Huh. Didn't think I did.
That was
Somebody wants
crazy.
to know, in your day, did you have to roll the car windows in your car?
In one of our cars,
down by hand? Yeah.
We had the Toyota Tercel, my mom's old car. You had to roll it.
Uh-huh.
My dad's Beretta. You didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
The good old Beretta.
Good old
With
Beretta.
the turbo button.
That's
They had
right.
a turbo button in there. My mom had one.
When we first got married, my wife had a Datsun.
Oh.
Not a Nissan. It wasn't a Nissan yet. It was a Datsun.
See?
Yeah.
And back then, you sing in your Datsun.
That's right.
You don't whisper in a Datsun.
Mm-hmm.
Whisper singing. Give me a break.
I'm sorry about that. That's just the latest on Justin Herbert. Yeah. Alan wants to break down what's going on with the Broken Down Warriors. It's some Kings notes as well. As I said, coming up, Sactown Sports.
Sactownsports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. Sactownsports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Kick off the school year with Kohl's Friends and Family Sale. Because with 20% off styles kids love, they're not just going back, they're making an entrance. Save on jeans that turn hallways into runways, tees that make them walk a little slower for effect, sneakers that say, I'm so back, and more confidence-inspiring looks for every grade at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles 20% offer ends August 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
This Green and Gold Injury Report is brought to you by the law firm of Gingery, Hammer, and Associates. If you get in an injury, just call Gingery. Bad news. Shea Langoliers has torn a meniscus in his right knee and will need season-ending surgery. The All-Star finishes 2026 with 23 homers and 51 RBIs. Mark Leiter Jr. has also played his last game of the year and will undergo right hip surgery this week. Some good news. Nick Kurtz is off the injured list and is back in action for the Green and Gold.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery. One of the most common questions I receive is, what makes us different from other law firms? At Gingery, Hammer, and Associates, we handle your case from beginning to the end. Whether your case reaches a settlement, whether it must go into litigation, or whether it has to go all the way to trial, we will be with you along the entire way. And because we are committed to your case, we are as invested as you are in making sure you get the outcome you deserve.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2026 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
Could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize! Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Your coffee would never get cold. Your flight would always be on time. And your mattress would always respond to you and your unique sleep needs. Sleep Number mattresses are designed to respond to your body and shift with your changing life, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life's sleep.
Cheap, cheap.
That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. You remember, right? Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap, cheap. And right now you'll find a good deal more on new Honda gas and hybrid Accords, Civics, CRVs, and more fuel-efficient Elk Grove Hondas. Every sale is done right here, under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Come see why generations of families return again and again to Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, because Elk Grove Hondas are
cheap, cheap.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
Top six, the Giants are leading Milwaukee 5-2. Bottom six. I say top six. Bottom six. Giants leading 5-2, and it looks like the Giants have the bases loaded. I saw something last night before we get to what you wanted to talk about here with the Warriors and the NBA. I hadn't seen this before with ABS. It was the Padres are playing, and it's a 1-0 pitch to Bogarts, and the pitcher in Colorado throws a pitch that's, it's a ball, and the umpire calls a strike, and the bench erupts. As I'm sure you guys have playing baseball. You see a bad call, you're like, wah! And so Bogarts, right away, taps the helmet. The umpire says, nope, can't challenge it. It's like, why not? Everyone assumed it was because the umpire said it was too late, and it wasn't. The umpire says there's a rule. The bench can't prompt the player to challenge.
That is ridiculous.
And all the dugout did. They just reacted. They're all like, whoa!
This is the type of
stuff. And then
stuff
Bogarts challenged, and the umpire goes, nope, you can't be influenced by the dugout.
That is ridiculous.
I thought so.
Who cares? It's your right.
Right. And if it happens fast enough, then you can't, there's not time for you to be influenced by the dugout.
That
right?
is
in
stupid.
a way. Yeah. So I hadn't seen that one before.
That is ridiculous. That is so dumb.
Yeah. Giants
now make up stuff like that.
7-2, and your Athletics were winners last night.
Yeah. Red Sox, after that streak, you cannot be losing games to no disrespect to the A's, but can't really be losing games to the A's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not at this point in time.
Oh, by the way, Rajiv, I'm disappointed we didn't rejoin with a Madison Beer song. We can't.
We already did.
Alan will walk off.
Somebody says, we did last time.
Yeah.
Somebody says, after a few of those, quote, light it on fire drinks, Madison Beer will get Alan on the dance floor. That might be text of the day. That's a pretty good one. That is a pretty good one, 916. That is solid. And you're probably right. But right now in this moment, I was not prepared for the whisper. Just wasn't ready. I want to go home.
I think the original whisper song,
who?
1970-something, and her name was Sylvia, and the song was Pillow Talk, and the whole song was Pillow Talk. That might have been the start of it all.
Now that sounds like a banger, though.
Sylvia.
But it's
Pillow
not
talk.
it's not the whispering. It's pretending like that whispering is singing.
Sylvia, yeah. Yeah. Sylvia.
No, this is different.
She is singing the horror.
No, this is different. This is hidden.
This slap, no.
Yeah, no, this is hidden. Yeah. Yeah, send this to Madison. This is how you really do it.
1972?
Let me see. Let me check your.
This is how you really do it. That's more like
73, just one off.
1973.
You're always one off.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's more like it.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Talent. That take talent.
that's
right there.
talent. There's no effects, no AI, just good old fashioned whisper.
You
singing.
get in there and sing it, and then we're going to have the band play it while you sing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
What if I make a mistake? Then we're going to have to do it all over.
Not these, all these effects, Jay. They turn up the echo. All this ridiculousness. I like it when things were pure.
And you had to play an instrument.
You had to play a dang instrument,
That's
not this
right.
beat pad. Dot, dot, dot. Come on, man. Give me a break.
Speaking of talent, did Jaylen Brown not have the talent the Warriors were looking for? See, I thought we talked about this yesterday. Jaylen Brown and the Warriors. There was a story that the Warriors approached Boston about Jaylen Brown, and Boston said, nah, you don't have anything that we like. But now there's a story that the Warriors didn't pursue it because they couldn't come to some consensus. I don't know which story to believe, Alan.
Right. A lot is coming out from Logan. Well, Logan Murdoch basically put out a piece.
And he has been in the past well connected to the Warriors.
Very well connected. I've met Logan before.
Yeah.
When the Warriors, most of the time when the Warriors are playing the Kings. But this is just a piece of it, Whitey. The Warriors decided not to trade for Jaylen Brown because they felt he wouldn't be able to carry the franchise after Steph Curry. Here's the quote from Logan. Should they have gotten in on the Jaylen Brown sweepstakes ? The Warriors had an opportunity to trade for the former Celtic before the deadline in February, but couldn't build an organizational consensus that Brown would be the right player to carry the Warriors beyond the Curry era. So instead, they have no one. So instead, they have pods.
This does sound a little convenient to me. That, oh, no, it's not that they didn't want any of our guys.
Okay.
We didn't want their guy.
Yeah, I see why you would say that. And I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make the Warriors. The only it's not even I guess debate or going against what you're saying. It just doesn't make the Warriors look any better, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
He also said this: should they have tried to trade Jimmy Butler and draft picks for Anthony Davis? At Summer League in Vegas, a small contingent of Golden State's front office pushed for that path, but AD's injury history and desire for a new extension ultimately convinced team brass to stay put. Yeah, these guys are very dumb. Like the Warriors front office is very stupid.
The concerning thing to me would be you're hearing now about, the basketball ops were split on a number of big decisions.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of thing that, okay, it happens, but you don't want that out there publicly.
Right.
Because if it keeps happening, you realize, all right, we're not all together necessarily.
Like the DeRozan thing, it did get out that, not everybody on the Kings wanted DeRozan, but honestly, it was such lower stakes by the time it got out. I think it really got out after De'Aaron and Mike Brown were both cooked. Mm-hmm. So it didn't really matter. DeRozan's still on the team, but they're not doing anything. But in that moment, I don't know how much it got out that, at least the Kings tried to fake it. That's what you normally do.
Right.
While it matters. And then once it does, Monty is gone. Monty's out the door. It doesn't matter now that, because that's when I found out at Summer League last season or last year. And by that time, the person still said, hey, don't, this is anonymous. But yeah, everybody wasn't on the same page.
But even though we didn't find out right away, it still was bad. Because
it still was bad.
Kind of a beginning of things unraveling.
Yes.
Where you had your basketball people and whomever not able to come to
right.
a consensus on things.
Right. And now you have a different situation because the Warriors, they do have something on the line. The season is just about to start. And to your point, Whitey, if this is supposed to make them look better or, hey, this is why we didn't do X, Y, or Z, I just don't know if that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm. People are upset in your beloved Bay Area.
They should be.
Ownership?
I mean, I just don't know. It would be so much different.
Welcome to the club, huh?
I think it would just be so much different if they got lucky and got Caleb Wilson. Like, what future are you speaking on? If it was a different situation where, let's call it the Rams. Well, we went and got our guy because Matthew Stafford only has a year left, maybe another, then that's different. But you don't even have your next guy. So what are you planning for? What are you planning for? I don't get it.
Yeah, they've been planning to add somebody big.
And it never happened.
Since Durant left. And they just, at this point, I think they have to realize it's not happening. It is not happening.
No.
We don't really have a plan B.
And they're just saying, hey, well, Steph isn't kicking the door down, so we're just going to wait it out.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know you want to talk at some point here about how much grace a successful ownership deserves from fans when things start going sideways.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Is that about the Giants you're talking about, or?
No. I guess it could have been, but no.
Also, you're going to tell us about the NBA's remaining free agents.
Oh, now.
Right?
Hey, Andy Bailey put out a banger. And Dan Favale put out a banger.
All right. And we got to get to some of our boldest Kings predictions, too.
We got a lot to cover.
We do. We better get started. We're coming right back with that and more next. Drive, guys. Don't go away.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Instagram and X at Sactown 1140 to see the best moments from all your favorite shows and up-to-the-minute live reactions and updates on the Kings, 49ers, and more. That's at Sactown 1140 on Instagram and X. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, I have been told you're extending the 4th of July sales event because those deals are so darn good.
They were the best deals of the year, and we wanted to keep the savings going. Right now, you can save up to $17,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 1500 crew cabs.
America loves Ram trucks, but what about my perfect truck?
We have you covered at Hoblet. We are truck people, so you won't find a better selection of new Rams with the features that matter anywhere. Plus, with almost 600 new Rams available, your Ram is waiting at Hoblet. Just one of the reasons Hoblet is consistently one of the top Ram dealers, not just in California, but the entire nation.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
17,000 total net savings after 4162 dealer discount and 11,338 factory incentive. Incentives may include 15% below MSRP incentive, 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade, and 500 military bonus or first responder bonus for eligible members. 10th net savings, sample VIN 390660. See dealer for details.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all seem to be in a rush these days, from work to driving our kids around. But when you're behind the wheel, please do not speed. A few minutes saved by going faster is never worth the risk. So follow the speed limit, enjoy the drive, maybe bring some snacks for the kids, and know that along the way, you're getting quality time with your family.
Paid for by NHTSA.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson. Plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo.
Brought to you by Hyatt Vacation Club and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. More info at CITPfest.com.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
I got to tell you that Alan Stiles still has that hand-eye coordination, those bat-to-ball skills. We were just fooling around in here. He had a pitching wedge, and I was throwing a little plastic golf ball. Hit some nice line drives.
I don't even know if I was hitting it on the club face or just with the shaft of the club.
I thought it was the club head.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if the front or the back of it, but
yeah, I'm trying to get out there.
Nice level swing too.
Yeah, because that's the thing, guys. A lot of different endeavors that I'm interested in, and I want to get.
Anytime he starts talking like that.
Well. So we were supposed to go. Remember when we had a couple of days off? When was that? It was 4th of July.
Yeah.
Don't do me like that. That was good though. But we had a couple days off, and I told my wife, I said I want to go to Scandia because I want to go to the batting cages. She said, "Well, no, we need to get another car. With the different time schedules." I said, "Yeah, but we have 2 days off. I want to go to the movies. I want to go to Scandia. Like we don't get a chance to do this. The kids are spoken for." I said, "Alan, I really think we should just take care of business and get the car." So then I said, okay. So we get out to the car, and Jay, I don't know if I told you about this place, that Belly Barbecue out there in Folsom is going crazy. Everybody's talking about it. So we went out, shout out Folsom Honda, and we get there.
You also had to go to a party that day.
That's right. Yes, that was the going away party at Folsom Lake.
Right.
So I told my wife that you told me this. I said, hey, we're gonna get up early, get the car, go get Belly Barbecue, and then go to the party. And you said, if you're getting a car, That's all you're doing. And we no belly barbecue. We were there the whole day. They took care of us. It's just a process.
Yeah.
And then we she let me stay at the lake for an hour. She had to leave 30 minutes to pick up the toddler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with all that being said, I haven't gotten back to the batting cages. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this on Instagram, but in Texas, they're starting these kind of, you know how they have the driving ranges? Like it's like Top Golf, but it's batting cages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's Top Golf, but you're in a batting cage, which, you know, I don't know, depending on how many flaming type of drinks you get. I don't really know how that works, but you get in there, and I think we're trying to build one out here, Sacramento somewhere.
Endorsement opportunity.
That's what I'm saying.
Least. Yeah,
and I think what's it called? That you can get separate ones. They're gonna franchise them. I was on the website for what reason I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking, guys. Kind of a kick it. Top Golf batting cage where you can hang out, relive the glory days. I'm setting that bad boy up to 100 miles per hour just to see what I can do.
Now, if you went to the batting cage or the next time you go to the batting cage, how difficult would it be for you to go out there, take some swings, and not record any of it for social media?
Incredibly difficult. That's just not happening. That's not happening.
That's what I was thinking.
No, that's not
Virtually
happening.
impossible.
Now I'm going to edit out the bad swings.
Yeah.
But the good ones.
Yeah, your boy still got it.
Yeah.
I can see the post now. Your boy still got it, Jay.
Fire emoji. You know what it is. So I didn't get out there, but I'm trying to get back to the batting cage. So thank you for that mini batting practice.
Oh yeah. I enjoyed it too.
I'm telling you.
You almost Charlie Browned me. You ever heard that? FP told me that.
No.
That's when you hit a line drive through the box, and the pitcher, right through the pitch, you Charlie Browned him.
Oh.
I think that's an older because Charlie Brown was a little more popular there.
Like middle's open.
Yeah.
Middle was
Charlie
definitely
Browned.
Open. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever heard that, Jay?
Yeah, I've heard it as through the wickets for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not so much as back at you. That's like boxing a person up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
you know who else was on fire today? Was Brendan and Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know we're going to talk some more about upcoming free agency with the remaining free agents, but they had some interesting questions today about the Kings that they were dealing with, and I had to text them like, guys, could me and Alan, if I give you credit, could me and Alan throw some of those out there? And you know those guys. Like,
yeah,
sure.
Of course.
And you don't have to give us credit, but of course I'm giving them credit. So let's just start with this one, Alan. Okay. We got a lot of good things they're throwing out there. Let's see. Who will be the best player on the Kings by the end of next season? Who will be the best player on the team by the end of next season? Courtesy Brendan Nunes and Chris Watkins.
That means they'd have to still be on the team, number one. It's very important. This is an opportunity to get spicy, but...
Do it! Spicy!
I have three options. I'm probably just going to say Domantas Sabonis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I am going with Keegan.
I knew you. That was it was Keegan, Sabonis, or Acuff.
Sure.
Those are my three.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Keegan pick is the hope.
Exactly.
Right? You know what I mean? You would hope it would be Keegan even over Acuff because Acuff still has time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope you're right. And that's not to say, even if Sabonis is, whether he's on the team or not, it would be nice for Keegan to take a leap.
If you just go by the numbers and, resume, Sabonis is probably the easy answer.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's going to have the opportunities to do all the things that he was able to do when he put up the numbers he put up. But, we all know this. He put up some really impressive numbers.
Yeah.
During those Beam Team years.
I mean, the thing about Sabonis is that was the initial conversation or the debate about him because he put up crazy numbers. If he wasn't putting up those numbers.
We're talking like 19,
right,
11, 50-something% or better from the floor, and a very high percentage on threes, although he didn't shoot them, and then a lot of assists too.
Right. I mean, his assists, it felt like he was at least around 6, 7 a night, and then, of course, was, bouncing up to double digits to get those triple doubles. But, yeah, we haven't seen that version of it. But this just goes, but Whitey, this goes back to the same thing. You could make the argument that you hope that it's Keegan because Sabonis is just not going to be as big of a part of the offense. You know, that's not to say whether he got traded or not or played better or not. We're just not doing the Kings just aren't doing 1,000 DHOs a night like they were with Mike Brown.
Real quick, you just go back to not last year, but the year before. Last year, only 19 games, but the year before that, 13.9 rebounds, best in the league, 6 assists, 59% shooting, and 19.1 points per game.
Crazy.
Those numbers pop.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah.
And
42% on threes.
42.
But only taking a little over 2 a game.
He was taking them, though. And people will remind you of that. What were the assists again?
6. That was down, the year before, before DeMar got here. 23-24, he had 8.2 per game. 8.2 assists per game.
Man.
With 13.7 rebounds.
And this is the man. And that goes back
8th
to
in the MVP voting.
Right. And that goes back to everybody that I think forgets that. And I get caught up in it too. But get him out. It's over. Let's just move on. This is a good player.
It is kind of interesting that the Kings have decided with the regime change, like, yeah, he ain't it. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's a good player, but he's not somebody that we really see as part of our future. Now,
There's got to be
publicly they would push back on that, but actions speak louder than words. They've been trying very hard to move him.
Well, and the other thing about what the Kings are planning to do, when you talk to Hunter Patterson and you look at some of these Detroit circles, Jalen Duren isn't Dikembe Mutombo. He's not this crazy defensive presence. He's not Rudy Gobert. He's better than Domas defensively as far as a rim protector, and maybe part of that is Scott saying, well, yeah, but he's 23. He can get better. But there are a lot of questions in Detroit about kind of his ceiling and how close he is, which might sound ridiculous, but it's not me saying it. This is literally what they're saying. And there's a reason they're not trying to pay him all that money. So the only reason I bring him up is, hey, that's not our type of player in Domantas Sabonis, but Jalen Duren is. And I would still say that Domantas Sabonis is better than Jalen Duren right now. And on top of that, Jalen Duren is not this kind of defensive savant that I think we all just assume because he's shredded and he kind of looks the part. But the Detroit circles say he's good on defense and he's probably better than, not probably, he's better than Sabonis. But it's not as if Scott is saying, I have my, and now he is a lob threat, which Domas isn't the same way, but I have my complete opposite center of Domantas Sabonis. Wasn't it Hunter saying that he actually thought it was a decent comparison and Sabonis could work because they do have Duren do some passing of the basketball as well? So I don't know. I just looked at that and
you make a strong case.
I just looked at that and, saw how they're acting as if Sabonis is this just random player. And it's not even about Sabonis. It's about, okay, you don't want Sabonis. You want Jalen Duren, but the Detroit streets are saying that Jalen Duren is much younger. We get it. He's going to improve, but he is not the equal opposite of a Domantas Sabonis.
He's not my answer because my guess is the team is not going to run the offense through him enough for him to put up those kind of numbers and have that kind of impact. Maybe that's not smart, but I don't think they're going to. Jay, how about you? Who do you think in any year is going to be the Kings' best player?
Domantas.
Domantas.
I think if he's healthy, it's Domas.
Yeah.
I mean, anything else beside that I guess you would hope that like a Zach LaVine would mean they'd be making a run at a 10th seed or playing, and he would be the guy. But for me, I think it's easy. I think Domas, if he's healthy, is a double easy.
Do you think there has to be any type of conversation with Domantas Sabonis, Doug, and Scott Perry? Maybe that full triangle, maybe not. As far as, hey, we don't know this, but if the decision is, hey, A-Cuff's going to have the ball a lot, probably more than De'Aaron did, we're not going to run the offense through you. Do you think that conversation has happened? Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it needs to happen?
I don't know, because I was noticing at Summer League they were still running some DHO stuff. And now that's not necessarily the best indicator because, you're just kind of just trying to get through the games. But I did notice even with Dylan Cardwell, like they're running some DHO stuff. So I don't know.
Can't stay away.
I don't know.
Well, look, I mean, the team that just won the championship was running it, so why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
If you remove context
So I could be totally wrong about that. But
yeah. But either way, it ain't going to be like it was with Mike Brown, even if they're running some.
Right. Mike Brown basically took what the Warriors did with Draymond and said, Domas, you're Draymond.
Yeah. And now it gets moved all the way around.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So how about, you mentioned Jalen Duren, how about the remaining free agents? Where are they going?
Is it time?
To your coworkers, yes. At Bleach Report.
Landing spots for NBA's best available free agents. Let's start with DeMar DeRozan. So they give 3 options here. My guy, Dan Favale.
He is unrestricted.
Unrestricted. The third choice on the list, fellas, and this one might surprise you. The Utah Jazz. You like jazz? The Utah Jazz.
Did you guys have like a party at Bleach Report today or something?
Oh, a lot of information coming out. A lot of information.
I mean, like maybe somebody was, celebrating something and Favale had it. Utah Jazz? What? DeMar DeRozan to the Utah Jazz?
I mean, they're going to compete this season.
Okay.
I don't know. Top of the play-in. They got Jaren Jackson. They got Markkanen. Now here's the thing, guys. Does DeMar have it in his heart to come off the bench for the Utah Jazz? You know what I mean? A little bit different, the other names on the list.
I'm thinking not.
Right. A little bit different, the other. And maybe he doesn't have to. But you're right in what? Keontae George.
Yeah.
Darren Peterson.
Yeah.
Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr., and who is going to be there? Oh, wait. Because they said that our guy Ace Bailey was coming off the bench, right? Or that was at least a report we saw.
I don't see DeMar's fit there. He could probably fit anywhere he wanted, but I ain't buying that one.
He'd have to come off the bench, and if I'm DeMar, I ain't coming off the bench and living in Utah.
I think it's going to be Miami.
Number 2.
What do you think?
I got to get through the list first.
Oh, okay.
Dan spent a lot of time on this list. Number 2. Miami.
Miami, amor. Yeah.
Edmonton, a city, and the heat is on. See, that was real music. Will Smith. I'm going to Miami. That's real music.
He didn't really sing either.
He's a rapper.
Right.
And clean.
You're talking about real singing.
None of this cussing. My mother said it shows you have a low vocabulary. That's right. I want to put on the music, not worry about it with my kiddos in the car.
Yeah.
Thank you, Will. Number 2, the Miami Heat. That's where you think he's going.
Yes.
See, you can come off the bench for the Miami Heat. You in Miami. It's Heat culture. There is no bench in Heat culture, right?
Right.
It's not really a start. You're not
There's
a starter.
Just we and them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no name on the back of your jersey. You get to play with Giannis and Bam. I think that's probably a good fit. The last one, Whitey, based on how they play, I don't necessarily get it, but they might be starting to change how they play. And number 1, the Boston Celtics.
No. Boston shoots a ton of threes.
Yes.
DeMar does not.
Maybe they want to change
What
a pace.
is with your boy, Favale?
No, maybe it's a little change up. Little change piece, Jay. Stay out in front on that bad boy. Stay inside the baseball.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't really get the Celtics one.
Or the Jazz.
No, I get the Jazz, but he ain't coming off the bench.
All right.
Holistic Feel says DeMar ain't coming off the bench if he goes to Miami.
Yeah, I don't know that
He has
he would.
to.
I don't know.
That spacing is basura.
That's probably what they're figuring out. I want to go there, but I don't want to come off the bench. Well,
Where's Luke Kennard? They need some shooters. Go get him. I know he's running around here somewhere.
yeah, I think he just signed with somebody.
Signed with the Lakers?
Yeah, I think.
No, he's on the Suns now.
That's right. Here come the Suns.
Now that's real music too. Now you're rolling here,
Here
Whitey.
come the Suns.
Next on the list is Dan is just on fire here. So what do you think, Jay, for
Is this somewhere
DeMar?
he was just fooling around and didn't know?
Miami.
Maybe he didn't know they were actually going to post it. It's like,
I like the
wasn't-
Jazz.
I wasn't done with it yet.
I like Jazz. Next on the list.
Uh-huh.
Since we can't agree on DeMar, let's just
Oh, my
keep it.
goodness. I just saw the teams he has here.
Jalen Duren.
Oh, my
Will
goodness.
the Kings be on the list? Since he wants to go there. Hey, what was the quote? It is, there is strong interest. Was that it?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
there is strong interest.
Yeah.
But is there strong interest with Dan Favale's list? Number 3. Shout out Asparian. Los Angeles Clippers for Jalen Duren. They lost Zubats. Go get you a new big. The Clippers, they were in on LeBron. Did you see that? They offered him.
Noah Niederhausen.
Yeah, he got a foot thing. I don't know when he's going to be back. And he could maybe go 4. He's a little thinner than Duren. I just don't really know. I guess the Clippers are trying to get younger. Number 2, this one, Dan. I got to text Dan. I don't know, Dan.
I'm tempted to.
I don't know, Dan. Number 2. So they'll have, I guess they'd move Yves Missi, but how you like Derek Queen and Jalen Duren?
Come on.
The New Orleans Pelicans.
I'm telling you, he didn't know this was going to be
Jay,
posted.
hey, come on home, Jambalaya. Come on home.
But Valley's like, what?
I don't
you
get this
posted
one.
that?
I don't get this one.
Oh.
I actually am a bit speechless. Because don't they still have, didn't they re-sign DeAndre Jordan to be a mentor?
They have signed him for something.
They have DeAndre Jordan, Yves Missi, and
all that's
Derek
happened is
Queen.
they lost Kevon Looney, and that's the only
Right.
move they've made.
Yeah, I don't really get that one, Dan. Maybe I'll have him on. He can explain himself. So I think we're out on that. And the number 1, Detroit Pistons. So no Kings. Come on, Dan. How the Pelicans get in there and not the Kings?
New Orleans is the most interesting. It could build packages around Trey Murphy and some combination of Yves Missi, Herb Jones, DeJounte Murray, and Sadiq Bey, while potentially coaxing more than just Duren out of the Pistons. Also, there are Martians in my salt shaker. I'm Dan Favale.
Would you run? We don't have to spend time on this, but would you run Derek Queen at the 4? Like, what am I missing here?
I don't know.
Okay.
I maybe, don't you guys at Bleacher Report do that sometimes? We got to put something in there that's going to make people notice what we're doing.
But no one cares about the Pelicans.
I know.
All right, moving on. Derek Queen, your power forward.
So Detroit, right, for Jalen Duren, he's going to stay there.
Yeah.
And Miami for DeRozan.
Yeah.
Right?
I like the Jazz, but you guys like the Heat.
You like Jazz?
You like Jazz. Next, are you ready for this one, White A?
I'm ready.
James Harden.
James Harden, unrestricted free agent.
Number 3, the Detroit Pistons. I don't hate that, to be honest with you. Number 2, the Miami Heat. They do need shooting. I actually really like that.
I could see that.
Okay, so you're back now.
They need a primary playmaker after missing out on LeBron James more than the Cavs would without Harden.
Are they cleaning money down there? How are they going to get James Harden? He ain't taking no pay cut.
Favale says Miami still has a chunk of room beneath the first apron. Andrew Wiggins, who remains tradable after signing his extension, fills a need in Cleveland.
Wow.
That could be doable.
Coming back home, Andrew Wiggins.
Can you imagine James Harden staggering to the games?
From
if he's in Miami?
Hey, man, he'll be okay. Just give him another Cuban. He'll be all right.
All right.
Number 1, the Cleveland Cavaliers. We all think he's going back to the Cavs, right?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
even more important now that LeBron is not going there. So
This is probably Dan's best list so far. Agreed?
Well, it's not saying much, but yeah.
Will you leave him alone? Next, now we're cooking with grease. Now it is time to party. Peyton, the dude, Watson.
Peyton Watson, restricted free agent.
Number 3, come on, Dan, roll me a Kings. Number 3, the Charlotte Hornets. Okay, yeah. He'd actually be one of the older guys on that team, right? Number 2, the Denver Nuggets. Number 1, this is all based on, money that's available, things like that. And there's also been reports about this team, the Los Angeles Clippers. I think this is another solid list for For Dan, I don't necessarily get the Hornets thing. But they got this Tejan Salon, so I don't really know. I'm kidding. But I don't really know why that fit would pop there. I would think that he would be talking about another playmaker for the Hornets. But the Nuggets, of course, at number 2. And the Clippers, they've already engaged in those conversations. And I think he would be solid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end.
No Kings mentions.
No Kings.
All right. By the way, this is interesting with Peyton Watson. Peyton Watson is known to be seeking a deal with a richer per season salary than teammate Christian Brown.
I saw
5
that.
years, 125. So that the one that Brown got from Denver last October. So Peyton Watson's going to the Nuggets like, I need more than you gave him.
And isn't that awkward?
It might be, but I don't blame him one bit.
Well, here's the thing. Remember when the Cavs, and it doesn't always happen immediately. Remember when Darius Garland said it's him or me, right? About Donovan Mitchell, and everyone thought, oh man, this thing is cooked. Then they came back, played another season, and not the whole season, but they did start the season together. Everybody thought, oh man, maybe the Cavs, kind of figured it out, and then Darius Garland got traded. So even if you sign Peyton Watson, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's all good in the hood. They could still try to move him at some point again.
You saw it. I don't think we talked about this yesterday. I know we had it down on our list of things to talk about. You saw what Sam Presti did to the
I did
Nuggets?
see that. I did.
Yeah, because they had Spencer Jones, and so Sam Presti extends an offer sheet. So Denver has to decide either we let him go or we match. And now that they matched, second apron.
Chess,
so they're
not checkers.
really facing a financial crunch.
Chess, not checkers.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Johnson on the move.
It's time.
Mm-hmm.
Come home, Cam.
Oh, yeah. So I haven't heard anything, smelled anything, seen anything indicating that the Kings still have any significant moves up their sleeve. I'm sure they're trying.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they're just content with what they got.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Dan Favale. Okay. The Ace Day in Sacramento. Is it actually working? Is it working for anybody? More Kings talk to come as well, but we'll look at that when we come back to Sactown Sports.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Amy Cox did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. And with that money, she decided to treat herself to an anti-aging red light mask. Will she look like a horror movie villain every night? Yes. Will her boyfriend Kevin be scarred for life? That's certainly a risk. But it's Amy's savings, and if she's willing to risk her relationship for smooth, wrinkle-free skin, well, bye-bye, Kevin. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and oh, they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Any golfer would be thrilled to listen to Jack Nicklaus talk, and I had to tap the enthusiasm brakes a bit when I had a chance to interview him. But over the course of 40-plus years, Nicklaus wrote enduring words in Golf Digest magazine. Max Adler compiles some of the best. Nicklaus says, "When I putt, I hold my breath before initiating the stroke to keep my head and body still." About putting, he said, "I visualize the putter shaft as being extremely limber, almost as flexible as a length of rope, which means the only way I can get the club head to swing truly is to stroke putts very softly." He said, "The harder I want to hit a shot, the slower I try to begin the swing." About the game, he said, "The key to playing well is to understand who you are as a person and then manage that." I'm finding now more than ever that the game of a lifetime can give you the time of your life without ever striking a shot. Sounds pretty much like life itself. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
There she goes, our baby.
Are we ready for this?
You added her to your AAA auto policy. With 24/7 claim support, she's covered.
Our AAA agent, you're here too?
We're always here for you. Visit AAA.com/insurance to get a quote today.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Imran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
There's the hard way to buy a car, and then there's the Hoblet way. Transparent prices, fast paperwork, and a team that's there to help, not hover. We've spent 77 years refining this process so you can get in, get out, and get driving with zero drama. Car buying doesn't have to be stressful. At least, not when you do it the Hoblet way. Experience the difference at HobletDodge.com. The easy way to buy.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on Sactown Sports 1140.
Alan has some news for us on the aspiration investigation. The whole NBA investigation. Well, the NBA has hired somebody to look into aspiration and Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers circumvent cap rules. And we were all assuming this thing would be wrapped up by now, Alan. They just about got it wrapped up?
No.
What?
No. An article out now from Baxter Holmes of ESPN. The NBA investigation into whether the LA Clippers circumvented the salary cap to pay Kawhi Leonard could drag into 2027 if the parties don't agree on the findings or any proposed settlement that involves punishing the team. Sources with knowledge of the case told ESPN on Wednesday. So, yeah, the kind of main notes from this that the article gets into, the Clippers-Raptors trade is still on hold. Both teams have said they still intend to complete the trade. If the investigation drags into arbitration in 2027, it's unclear how that would affect the trade. So it doesn't really say what would happen to Kawhi, which is just a very Kawhi situation to find himself in. I can't even see where you're sitting. But besides that, it's just a lot of kind of litigation law talk, but the bottom line is there is a chance this thing is not going to end, and I think they're kind of in uncharted waters where they don't necessarily know what. I don't even know if Adam Silver knows what he's supposed to do with Adam.
I know he had just
Kawhi
said,
Leonard.
we got to get this thing wrapped up before the end of summer.
Yeah.
So I guess they still got a little wiggle room there, depending on your definition of when summer ends. As Jay's pointed out, kids are going back to school pretty soon.
It's crazy.
Schedules are coming out middle of August, so
and summer's
running out.
You would think the Raptors with Kawhi is probably a sell. You know, they'd probably want them to have some nice national TV games, but if you don't know or put them on Peacock, wherever the heck you're putting them.
I hadn't even thought of that. You're right. I know the commissioner said we need to get this LeBron thing settled for the schedule, and you know that when it comes out, the Sixers are going to be on like 70 of their games will be
easy.
On it. Yeah.
Easy.
But I hadn't thought about how the Kawhi situation impacts that.
They probably just leave. They probably do it. And ultimately, I don't even know if this is Adam Silver with the control anymore, but assuming it is, it would, if I'm him, I'm just going to, that Raptors-Sixers game, that game is going to be that game is going to be on national TV, and we'll figure the rest out later.
I don't even know if Kawhi is any kind of national draw. I know he should be. I know he's a phenomenal player, but I don't know if he has that kind of Q rating.
In the East, it's going to be the Knicks. You got the Knicks, the Celtics, the Heat, the Sixers.
Yes. Detroit.
What's a bigger draw, Toronto or Detroit?
Probably Detroit, I'm guessing.
Toronto with Kawhi or Detroit? You got Detroit?
Well, and I don't know how this factors in, but Toronto, obviously in a different country, I think
that helps.
It helps?
Well, it helped the World Series. I know that.
It did?
Yeah.
But you don't get any ratings for the other market. Like typically in a World Series, you have big ratings in the two markets.
Right.
And in this case, you don't have ratings.
Well, they counted it because Toronto,
okay.
I mean, it blew records. It had crazy viewership, right? They probably said, we don't have to do it like that anymore.
Maybe.
We're counting Canada any way we can. So I would assume they're one of the, what did we just name, 4-ish teams, with Detroit and Toronto being the 5th, 6th in a way. So you got to think that Adam wants this taken care of. I'm just not sure if it's still in Adam's realm anymore. Does he still have ultimate control, or is it moving beyond him?
Yeah. So that thing could drag on and on and on. I'm ready for it to be over.
I certainly am too. Yeah, the trade remains frozen. The article says it's unclear how an arbitration process might impact their ability to do so, but it does not say whether Kawhi would have to report to the Clippers, be inactive, or be allowed to play. Yeah, that's crazy.
The A's back at it tonight against Boston. The Giants are winning 14-3, by the way.
They were due for one of these explosions,
I guess so,
after a terrible 2-week stretch.
Yeah, they've had a good series against the Brew Crew.
They play the Brewers well for some odd reason.
My question is, with the A's, they got 2 more games here against Boston. They're 45-52. They won last night. The whole thing with the A's parking themselves here, has it worked for anybody? Has there been upside? Has it been a success for any of the parties involved? I think clearly for the A's, they come here, they've had a place to play. They get their TV money because they are still putting their games on NBC Sports California. So I think for the A's, the organization, it's worked. The team, I don't think it's worked. I don't know that anyone expected it to. I don't know how it's worked out for Sacramento. That's probably still an open question. I know attendance is up this year, but, they had like 10,000 last night for the Red Sox. It's been up, but if I'm being honest, I still don't think like it's been spectacular attendance. It's going to convince some investors like, oh, man, we got to put a team there.
Yeah, but some of it was a bit realistic,
Yes.
We're going to be
and the circumstances were weird. Yeah.
Breaking the door every day. We can't handle all these people trying to get into Sutter Health.
But isn't that one of the reasons Sacramento had them come here, hoping that would happen?
Yes.
Remember last year when the A's first moved here, the tickets way before the season started, they're selling these season tickets. You had to buy them for 3 years.
Yeah.
They thought that they were going to be turning people away.
Right. Yeah. I mean, part of it was nobody knew, and everybody was assuming the best. And I don't think it's been bad. It just has gotten to a point where, again, the losing hasn't helped. Right? I'm not saying that's a huge reason, but they did have better attendance early in the season.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comes after me in the chat. You're always bad-mouthing Sacramento. I'm not bad-mouthing Sacramento. Not at all.
No, I personally think if you ask, did anybody win from this situation, I do think Sacramento won.
Yeah?
A little. Like, if you look at where Sacramento was that fateful day of the pitch, and I can't remember my guy's name now, who's in charge of the banks or...
You must have really made an impression.
Oh, my goodness. That was my guy. I'll get the name during the break. But if you think about the Sacramento pitch, how well it went, how buttoned up it felt.
I know this wasn't it, but I want to say Benny Brewster.
It was something.
Yeah.
Yes, it was something like that.
I apologize.
And you see how that turned out, Whitey. I just don't think that they have that same momentum if the A's were never here. Doesn't mean that they're going to get a new team or an expansion team, but it also doesn't mean that the A's being here didn't help.
Yeah, I know it was worth the effort in the sense that this is it. We don't know when baseball is going to expand again. They may not for a long time. Maybe there's going to be teams that relocate. So at least Sacramento, the whole idea here was to establish, look, we help out the A's and we establish Sacramento as a viable home for Major League Baseball. Has Sacramento been able to do that yet? I don't think we know yet. They're still trying to get an investor. So we don't know the answer. But I just think, it's been a struggle. And for a lot of reasons that have nothing to do with Sacramento and everything to do with the A's, the organization. So I still think it's an open question. I know there are a lot of people who say this has been great, and it has been nice to have the option. My daughter just texted me. She's buying some tickets so we can go see the Twins when they're here August 24th. Got to get that day off. But that's when Ryan Kreidler and the Twins are here. So I literally just bought tickets. So I know that's all great. But overall, I'm not sure it's worked out the way Sacramento officials hoped it would.
And maybe it was a little unrealistic, right? Maybe it was a little unrealistic, but I do think that it helped. And they would have been in a worse situation, or they just wouldn't have been thought about in the same way if they didn't do it. So I do think
that's true.
Yeah, I do think that they gained something. They maybe just didn't gain as much as they thought they'd gain.
The games are so weird when you watch them on TV, and I think they have a really good crew, but part of the broadcast is for Sacramento fans, and part of it's for people in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I get that, but
Vegas
just when you're
sign.
watching, it's just weird.
And I feel like that Vegas sign in left center keeps getting bigger.
Yeah.
Like it's a ground ball. Somehow the fence is in the screen. Everybody.
Yeah. And then when they show the stadium side, well, man, look at that thing coming along. I get it, but that's
weird.
not what I want to see.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got to cut that out. They're not going to.
No, because their games are on in Vegas too.
That's weird.
Yes, it is.
Man.
When we come back, this team's new jerseys are so unpopular, the team's quarterback just had to come out and tell fans, stop hating on the jerseys. That's next with the Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Meet Lee Platts, a renter whose possessions fill not only her apartment, but also the darkest corners of a mini storage unit. A land of both truth and fiction. Truth, everything inside is protected by Progressive. Fiction, one day Lee will fit into her clothes from senior year of high school. Renters, discover coverage for what you love and what you can't get rid of in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
When you see this in your kitchen,
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
Cheap, cheap.
That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. You remember, right? Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap. And right now you'll find a good deal more on new Honda gas and hybrid Accords, Civics, CRVs, and more fuel-efficient Elk Grove Hondas. Every sale is done right here, under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Come see why generations of families return again and again to Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, because Elk Grove Hondas are
cheap.
We wouldn't be celebrating America 250 if it wasn't for a strong foundation set by the framers. Hamilton built America's financial foundation on sound money, later embodied by the gold standard. But we abandoned that discipline in 1971 and have seen inflation erode the dollar's value. What's the foundation of your savings? Is it gold or something that can be devalued? Hi, it's Dr. Ron Paul, and I encourage you to speak with my friends at Birch Gold Group by diversifying an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Learn more by requesting a free info kit on gold IRAs. Just text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Let Birch Gold help you build your foundation with gold. Text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Text SECURE to 989898.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all seem to be in a rush these days, from work to driving our kids around. But when you're behind the wheel, please do not speed. A few minutes saved by going faster is never worth the risk. So follow the speed limit, enjoy the drive, maybe bring some snacks for the kids, and know that along the way, you're getting quality time with your family.
Paid for by NHTSA.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
Unfortunate update for the 49ers today from Nick Wagner. After just 3 practices in camp, Ricky Pearsall did not participate today because of swelling in the PCL in his right knee. That's the same injury that caused Pearsall all or part of 10 games last season. I remember talking to an orthopedic surgeon once, a knee specialist, who told me this was right before C-Web got hurt. He said, if there's swelling in there, something's wrong. Things don't just swell. So if they're swelling, something is wrong.
Is that the knee drain? You know, when people say, I got to get my knee drained.
Yeah, but if this was Dr. Coward, who's one of outstanding orthopedic specialist in Sacramento, and he was saying, if you have fluid, he said, that means there's something wrong. So, you know, it's not just a matter of, the fluid's gone, now you're good to go. So he suffered the injury against the Jags in September. That followed a week in which he dealt with soreness, and from there he missed the next 6 games. So anyway, 49er front office and coaching staff dealing once again with an injury on Ricky Pearsall, fingers crossed. And they are exploring all options when it comes to what the next step is. And that figures to include potential surgical solutions. So all the best to Ricky Pearsall.
I'm looking here, Whitey. Just double checking here. There are, here you go, 12 games with a maximum of 16 now in a college football season, right? Ricky Pearsall, 1 year, I think 2020, and if Ramsey is listening, I'm sure he knows why, because it's Arizona State. Looks like he redshirted.
This is Ramsey.
Looks like he redshirted. Listen to this, fellas. Longer season, I get it. 2019, Ricky Pearsall played 13 games, so that's the season and a bowl game. 2020 was when he was only played 4 games sophomore year. 2021, 13 games. 2022, 13 games. 2023, 12 games. So earlier we were talking about, I thought I remember somebody saying, he really didn't have injury problems in college, and he didn't miss games.
Mm-hmm.
One season, sophomore season, basically missed the season in a way. But when he played the full season, he didn't miss.
Yeah. Yeah, and this isn't a series of injuries, obviously. It's a really bad injury that apparently hasn't healed properly.
No. And I know some Niner fans were asking, why didn't he get this? I guess there was a surgery, or people felt like there was a surgery. Why didn't he get it? And we know there are athletes that they're people in general that just don't like going under the knife. Mm-hmm. Watching all this pit. He needs to be intubated. People don't like being intubated, Whitey. No, they don't. I told you about my cousin, right? Who tore his Achilles?
Think you did.
Who tore his Achilles? And
No.
he said, and he called me when I tore my Achilles. And he said, "Hey man, I wouldn't get that surgery." I'm thinking, what? I'm like, huh? And I don't even talk, I don't talk to him like that. So I tore my Achilles playing soccer. I wouldn't get that surgery, man. And I'm thinking, well, why not? He says, well, first of all, they're going to intubate you, and with your job, they can mess up your vocal cords. Whitey, I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, what? I said, you didn't get the surgery? He said, no, just took me longer. And I guess he's still playing a little bit of soccer. He said, not that much more. So I did it, and they got me under everything. And I said, please be careful. I don't sound like Matt George, but please be careful. I use my voice for work. That's the last thing I said before it went dark.
Well, I'm glad it worked out. Yeah. I think that's usually a pretty safe deal.
Yeah.
The intubation.
Hey, don't let him do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he called me and told me. Never talk to my cousin like that. He's scared the you-know-what out of him.
Mm-hmm. I had a couple years ago, it looked like I was going to have a surgery, which I haven't had yet. I don't know if I'll ever need to have it on my neck, where they had to go in and fix a disc. And I did some research on the surgery, and it's like when they go in, they actually mess with your vocal cords. And when you're done, you sound like a dog that's been debarked. And you probably get better, So I saw this one surgery. This was years ago, and I haven't had to have it, and hopefully I won't. But he said, oh, yeah, well, if we have to do it, we'll just going through the side of your neck.
Oh, no. I can't do that.
So we won't deal with your vocal cords. I'm like, yes, sign me up for that.
But you never did it.
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
So you never did.
Haven't had the surgery.
Yeah, I can't do neck stuff. No eye. What about LASIK?
No.
I don't even know how it works.
No, people don't get that anymore. I had a theory because we don't have any sponsors, right? Do we right now on the air doing LASIKs?
I haven't heard them.
Okay.
Pests, though.
Because I had a theory, because everyone would always say, oh, it's great. It's like, what about the people that it didn't work out for? And I had a theory that, they get rid of those. They get rid of them. So they can't.
It's 100% hit rate.
I don't know. But I've never had that.
Eyes, neck. I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it.
Yeah. But to your point, surgery, if you can't avoid it, it's not a bad idea.
People like to avoid it.
At this point, if you're going to be an NFL receiver, Ricky might have to have that surgery.
Yeah. And again, the trials and tribulations of insurance, these guys don't have to deal with that, at least, because it's whatever it costs, it's all goody. But a lot of people don't like going over that knife.
Mm-hmm.
No intubation.
That's the least of it.
That's the least of your worries.
339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Bam has been hanging on. Hey, Bam, thanks for hanging. You're on The Drive, guys. What's up? Bam? Bam's listening, doesn't realize Bam's on the air. All right. Sorry about that.
Bam!
We'll give Bam another chance. Bam. Yeah. Bam. Bam had been listening for a while and then didn't realize, Bam. Here is a football note of a lighter nature. Josh Allen has had it with people hating on the Bills' Nickel City alternate uniforms. Josh Allen is actually addressing this. He commented today. It came unprompted near the conclusion of his news conference, and he said, "Stop hating on the jerseys, guys. These Nickel City alternate uniforms are all gray. Then they have a blue helmet with some red on it, and there's something that's like part of a buffalo. I don't know." He says, "I enjoy them. I think it's very symbolic of what we want to do and what we want to be. I understand people want the old jerseys and the old helmets and all that, but at some point, too, we're moving forward. We have to move forward and do something new. And that's what we're doing," end quote. I don't know that I can ever remember a quarterback of a team going, "Stop hating on the jerseys."
And he's serious.
I think so. Yeah. Now, somebody pointed out on X that these jerseys, I know this is kind of a visual reference, but bear with me. The jerseys are basically all gray, and there's some blue and some red, and someone said, "Oh, they look just like a big jug of Valvoline." And if you've seen a jug of Valvoline, it's like, yep, they sure do.
I didn't mind I like gray in general. I like gray as a uniform. I like gray clothes in general. I didn't like the helmet. The helmet looked, I can understand because, and we have on the 4-letter network here, I don't know if this is the CFL or it's the UFL. I think that's a problem. It looked like an XFL, UFL jersey.
I'm with you.
That's the problem. But I do like gray. It's just how they did it. The helmet, something was off, but I like using gray.
There's supposed to be a buffalo on the helmet now, or an outline of a buffalo, and I stare at it, it's like, I don't see the freaking buffalo.
Yeah.
You're the Buffalo Bills. Where's the buffalo?
There needs to be a buffalo.
And they say it's there, and I can't see it, Alan. So I got a Kevin 7 coming up.
Okay.
The 7 dumbest NFL helmets. We'll see if that one made the list. Also, coming up, I know you want to get into NBA owners, pro sports owners, and how much grace they deserve.
Yes.
How many teams will regret the major moves they made this NBA offseason? All that and more as we roll on here. Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
This is Sactown, baby! Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Facebook at facebook.com/Sactown Sports. To keep tabs on the Kings, 49ers, UC Davis, and the entire Sactown Sports lineup all season long. Facebook.com/Sactown Sports. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Joe Fallon did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he commissioned a portrait of himself. Does Joe already know what he looks like? Yes. Do guests know what he looks like? Also yes. But not as art. It's Joe's savings, and if he wants to spend it on a velvet painting of himself with a white tiger at his feet, we say, roar, Joe, roar. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
When you see this in your kitchen,
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
The one and only Monster Jam. See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks, like Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Sparkle Smash, and more. Only at Monster Jam. Brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Visit MorganMonsterJam.com to save 25% on ticket face value, courtesy of Morgan & Morgan. Visit website for restrictions and details. Coming to Golden One Center August 15th and 16th.
Folsom Chevy's making it very easy to get into a new truck. 0% financing for 5 years. No payments for 90 days on all new Silverado half-ton trucks in stock sold in July. Get details at folsomchevy.com or swing by the Folsom Auto Mall.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Mosquito here, my card. Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. I never met a Culex terrasalis I didn't want to smack. That's Latin for mosquito. Hey, it's time again to fight the bite. Time to protect yourself from West Nile virus by applying insect repellent. Once a week, drain stagnant water and report dirty green swimming pools.
Ew.
They're breeding grounds.
The Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite.
My card never gets old.
For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
Before we get back to the Kings and the NBA, here's what's going on today. We have word that Ricky Pearsall did not practice today, and the 49ers concerned about his knee, the knee that he injured last year, and all options on the table. Also today, baseball-wise, Alan, the Giants rising up and spilling the Brewers brew 16-3. 16-3.
Yay.
Logan Webb with the win, 6-7.
And they came out, Whitey. We talked about this yesterday, I think. Giants, I believe, came out and said that Robbie Ray will throw. I think he's scheduled for tomorrow with the trade deadline.
In San Diego.
Want to keep playing stupid games.
Arise 4 hits today.
Win stupid
Ramos
prizes.
4 hits today. Susak a couple knocks.
First
17.
home run. First MLB home run for Susak.
Then he hit his second one.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
He hit one in the second inning, one in the 8th.
There you go.
Yeah. 17 hits for the Giants. Just on a roll right now.
Well, they needed something good after the terrible news yesterday about Trevor McDonald needing Tommy John surgery, Casey Schmidt tearing his meniscus, and Harrison Bader crashing on a scooter. They needed something positive.
Schmidt's having a good year, but Koss was 2 for 5 today. So
hey,
picking up the slack.
There you go.
Yeah.
Any way you can.
And McRae's your guy too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's getting in there a bit. They're, seeing what he can do. Any knocks?
Not today.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
You can't. Hey, Jay, remember that? You score 15 runs. Don't be that guy with the offer. How many times did he get up?
Well, he was only up twice. He was 0 for 2.
Oh, he didn't start then.
Devers is 0 for 4.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Eldridge was 0 for 5.
Oh, my goodness.
Those are the guys.
You cannot be that guy. That's the worst. Everybody in a good mood.
Oh, yeah.
16 runs. You didn't get anything.
You made all the outs.
You made literally.
like 2 innings worth of outs.
Literally. Hey, you came up, made it out. They bat around the order. You make the second out.
Guess who? Even Gilbert was 1 for 1.
That's when you know. That's when you know. Hey, well, look here, Whitey. Luis Arraez, Apparently, a lot of teams are interested in Luis Arias, so drive up that price tag. Luis, get us a top 100 prospect.
He's in 331.
I'm good with get us a number 93 prospect.
What are the Padres doing?
He wasn't like this, though.
Yeah.
He wasn't like this, though.
Still, he was a 300 hitter.
Yeah.
He hadn't been for a while for them. Close, but he
What
wouldn't.
did he finish last year? He didn't finish over 300?
No, not last year.
This is
I
a
think
big.
he led the league in hits. But his average was not over 300.
Because
Yeah.
he doesn't walk at all. Last season,
290?
survey
288?
says
Oh, that's leading the league these days.
292.
292.
He
What was
had
the year before?
Year before 318, and or the year before he was on two teams, Miami and San Diego. He had 314, and he was an all-star.
I think he led the league.
Yeah.
314 to Jay's point.
And then the year before that in
now we're
Miami,
going back. Yeah.
2023, he had 354. 354.
He's back.
Machine Wade Boggs of the era.
Yeah.
That's a clear case, I would think. Seems to be a clear case of a guy like, you play me where I want to play, I'm going to hit better.
OPS that season, 861. He finished 8th in MVP voting. This season, he's over 800. First time. This is the third time in his career he's been over 800 OPS.
That's been one of the knocks on him. Yeah, he's a high batting average, but he doesn't do anything else. This year he's doing other things.
Yeah, over 800 OPS, playing Gold Glove second base, 29 years old, 1-year deal, $12 million. Come get your guy. All I need is a number 80 top 100 prospect. That's all it's going to cost you, Whitey. Come get him.
All right.
Come get him.
Well, you come into town and we'll talk. And they're going to be in his old stomping grounds for the next 4 days.
Hold on. I'm looking here.
I could see Robbie Ray and Arise in a package.
In a package?
Yeah.
In a package.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking here. Leo DeVries.
130th prospect.
Yes.
Leo DeVries is number
140th.
Number 2. Goodness gracious. Number 2 in the top 100. I'm looking for your guys, Whitey.
Yeah, you're going to have to be looking.
I'm still,
really,
not one.
They gave up a lot of stuff over the last few years to going all in.
Yeah, they might only have 2. Salas should be on there, and then maybe there's a couple left-handed pitchers towards the bottom that might be on there, but maybe not.
Yeah, one of them, Alan.
Yeah. I'll take him. Okay, now I found it. Hold on. I got it now. Yeah, Salas is number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can't have him.
No, can't have him.
They have a guy named
Oh,
Cash.
no.
That's it?
Salas, he dropped. That was in 2024. Salas is 30.
Can't have him.
You got nobody else. Good night.
That's actually up.
Hello? Goodbye. Wow.
I was looking for the attendance, but I don't know if they've announced it yet.
Y'all are down bad, man.
Yeah, that's what happens when you trade everybody.
Did you see
Mason
that?
Miller.
Did you see that clip? It was something. I don't think it was OPS, but there was something. One stat that had 3 guys, and it was Soto. It was Soto. It was C.J. Abrams, and it was Wood. All 3 of them were leading the league in something, which is funny because they were all involved in that trade.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the dang deal, Alan.
Is Matt okay? You still texting him?
I think he's okay.
Okay.
But I'm not sure he's going to be in tomorrow. I said, I hope you're feeling better. Everyone said, oh, he's got the sunscreen in his eyes. Like, the guy is sick.
Right.
So
I wouldn't want to hear that.
I just reached out to him, hope you're feeling better. He said, thanks, fighting through it. So.
They said Dave called him twice today.
Yeah. And
what is wrong with him?
He didn't answer. So good for Matt. Yeah, it's like, hello, call all you want. I'm not going to answer.
Stop calling.
Right. There's that too. So in for Matt today, and Kayla was also not in studio because she was covering the 49ers today. So we had Chris and we had Brendan, and they, among other things, had some fun Kings questions. And so I asked them, hey, could we use some of those? And of course, they're very nice. So they said, yeah. So let me throw one at you now, Alan, before we get to NBA off-season moves that teams may regret. Who is the best defender on the Kings?
Keegan.
Would you consider, I think so. Would you consider Dylan Cardwell?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I know they're not. It's like, well, they're guarding different people. But if you're just talking about the best defender.
he's probably number 2. He might be number 1, to be honest. Emmanuel Sharp might be 3.
Yeah, and Chris, I thought, had a really interesting point. It's like, wow, Emmanuel Sharp is up there, and he's never played a game. What does that tell you about the level of defense
it's been
that you're bringing
pretty bad
into this season?
Pretty bad, yeah. And honestly, if it was what have you done for me lately, you might even have to say it's Dylan Cardwell, right? Because we haven't seen Keegan. But if you're basing it on the last time you saw them, I guess it's Keegan because he can guard more positions.
Yeah, if he's healthy, he has more impact for you defensively.
Yeah.
It's
Keegan because he can
and
guard more
Dylan still
positions.
has issues with fouling.
Yes. Yeah. So it's Keegan.
Mm-hmm.
But Emmanuel Sharp is definitely top 3 or 4.
Right. And
Already.
it's pretty clear cut. There's just it doesn't take you a lot of time to get through that, does it?
Yeah. Then you have guys that are solid. Like I think Neek is solid defensively. I know, nobody's going to – can DeMontis Bonus get to solid, right? I would say DeAndre Hunter is solid.
He has been.
Right?
I think Daquan Plowden has some potential upside as well.
Yeah, those guys are all solid. They're not cones, but they're not shut down defenders.
I think DeAndre Hunter's reputation is maybe a little higher than his actual level of defense that he has played like last year.
Go talk to a Cavs fan. Yeah. Don't talk to a Hawks fan. Go talk to a Cavs fan.
There you go.
Cavs fans were happy with the trade when it happened. They weren't kind of thrilled with Dennis Schroeder, but they were happy to get Keon at the time, and they were happy to be done with DeAndre Hunter. And that's all you need to know. Now, hopefully he can – now, there's sometimes, guys, when you move around certain places and you're transitioning and doing different things within your career, sometimes it's tougher than you would initially think, right? You can go to a team and the vibes are great and everything kind of fits and makes sense. You can go to a team where that's not the case, and maybe things just didn't fit for DeAndre Hunter, in Cleveland. Maybe it just didn't work. So hopefully it works in Sacramento.
I know you like to use the term the archetype.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's definitely an archetype that the Kings are short on, which is, forgive me, but I think it's appropriate, 3-and-D wing. That term gets overused a lot.
But this one actually fits.
Yeah.
Or he should be that. Some people are going to say, well, is he that? Well, he's supposed to be. If he wants another contract, he will be. So I would say he's right there. These are the guys. There's the guys that are good, and they're the guys that can kind of turn the tide for you. And I think Hunter, Emmanuel Sharp, and I'm just talking defensively. Hunter, Emmanuel Sharp, if Neek takes another step defensively, I think guys like that are right there, and right now they're just viewed as solid defenders or not traffic cones. If they can take it up a level, then, you might be able to make some headway defensively.
Here's a list of predictions on the 5 biggest regrets from the 26 NBA offseason. Go through those quickly, and then we'll see what we think of any moves the Kings have made this offseason that we think they may end up regretting. This is from your guy Greg Schwartz. Wizards giving Trae Young $53.2 million per year.
Yeah, I still can't believe they did that. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Trae more than others, but I don't understand that one.
I don't dislike him per se. I wouldn't want him on my team.
Yes.
I think he's just not as efficient as he needs to be, and especially when you consider both ends. He's really carved out a very nice career for himself, but I would agree with that one. And I hope it doesn't turn out to be the case, but I would agree. Celtics traded Jaylen Brown for Paul George and picks. I'm surprised this isn't number 1.
I still need to find, if there was anything more that was going to come out, and I know that they said, hey, we're not going to divulge anything that was said or whatever the case was with Jaylen Brown. But as far as what we know, he didn't seem incredible. If you compare him to the Anthony Davises and even the De'Aaron Foxes, once it got to that point, it didn't feel like he was that gung-ho on leaving on the outside. Maybe it was different on the inside. So for them to make this move and the way they made this move, either there is something that they are truly not wanting to tell us, or they just made an idiotic move.
Yeah, and I know I'm in the very, very small minority of people. I see some of the reasons why Boston did this, and no one agrees with me. But I do think there's a chance that Boston ends up feeling okay about this, especially if Jaylen Brown struggles to figure out, what do you want me to do now with LeBron? And
yeah, they might even, I mean, the Celtics might be saying, we're glad that LeBron went to the Sixers, because if Jaylen Brown was just able to cook and do what he just
that
did,
cuts both ways, because a lot of people said, oh, look what Boston did. They created a monster. They sent Jaylen Brown there, and then LeBron went there. But I understand your point.
Just him in particular, and how what type of minutes or what type of numbers he'll put up. Did you see Draymond talking about what we've been talking about with the VJ Edgecombe thing? And some people didn't agree. Him saying if I'm his agent, now he's the fifth option, and he's 19, 20 years old. There were people, because it's Draymond, hating on what he said, saying, oh, so now it's bad to win. Look, I like winning. I want to win. And I know Chris Biederman joked me yesterday about being an I guy, and I'd want to score 25 on a losing team.
Oh, you think he was joking? Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, I don't think he was joking, but I don't know. We can live in a world where, yes, you don't want to be on a losing team dropping 25 and not doing anything, but we got to be honest with ourselves. This is going to affect VJ Edgecombe's development.
Yeah,
it is.
That's the key.
It is.
Yeah, it's not just about, well, don't you want to win? Yeah, but I want to develop and become a better player and a better NBA player and make more money, and it's my career.
It is. There's no way. Oh, wait. So now LeBron is going to be able to mentor him and all this stuff. He's got to get reps. I forgot. You forget. They got Tyrese Maxey.
Remember Jaylen Brown, and bless him for saying this, but he said last year was the most fun he'd ever had. And they got knocked out in the first round. Why? Because he was the guy.
Yeah.
Is he going to be the guy here this year? I don't think so.
I think so. I think the biggest conversation, VJ is kicked to the curb. Go get him, Jay.
Man.
2027.
You can have everything I have just about to grab him.
2027, 2029, go get him right now. But VJ is off to the side. I think the biggest conversation is between Jaylen Brown and Tyrese Maxey. That, to me, is going to be, all right, who's jumping in first here? Because LeBron is going to distribute and get his when he needs to get his. But both those guys were volume shooters last season.
You also got the big fella, if he's healthy. I know, a big if. He needs the ball a lot.
He needs the ball a lot, too. VJ, yeah. Hey, VJ and Phylon. Come home.
Phylon.
Come home.
I saw an interesting comment from Windhorst. He was talking on ESPN about LeBron, what position is he going to play? There's been a lot of speculation. Maybe he plays some center. Maybe he does this. And Windhorst said on every team LeBron has ever played on, going back to when he first started playing basketball, he's played point guard. Maybe not all the time. Didn't play it as much last year as he has in the past, which is maybe one reason why he didn't want to stay there. But he is going to play point guard because that's what he is.
Yep. And I think it's probably the right decision because LeBron has the craziest basketball IQ we've seen. And he's going to know he is the perfect guy for, hey, Tyrese, your time to get going. Jaylen Brown, your time to get going. I just think he's perfect for that.
Who has the lowest basketball IQ you've ever seen?
I know who you think. And you're incorrect.
I was actually thinking of a guy who played here for a while.
Here,
and then he played for your team as well a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know who I was thinking. I was not. Whoever that is not who I was.
Are you thinking? You thought I would say Jordan Poole?
Yes.
Yeah, he'd probably be up there. I think it's just he just doesn't care.
The dude's a bucket.
I was thinking of Buddy Hield. All right, I'll be honest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he looks good with the Warriors.
Yeah, he's a really, really, really great shooter.
Well, the Hawks now, I think.
Yeah, and you know what? The Hawks have him, and they have Devin Carter, and they're like, I don't know if they really want either one.
No, but they got him. But they went and got DC.
Yeah, Yeah. Lakers, these are moves that teams may regret. Lakers investing $130 million plus 4 first-round picks and swaps in Walker Kessler.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. And, hey, well, we got him.
Strong basketball fit alongside Luka and Austin Reeves.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get a ton of national televised games, but what's their draw? I know it's the Lakers, but this is a kind of a new look Lakers. I wonder.
It's Luka. You know, Luka's still a draw.
They've always wanted him to be. Mm-hmm. Like a draw to me is I'm on the East Coast Christmas Day, and I'm staying up to watch Luka play.
Luka, Reeves, Walker Kessler. That's 3 white guys. They're going to be on TV a lot. Right? You know that. Well, I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, well, you know.
I'm not saying it's right. It's not right, but you know that's going to happen.
You think so?
Yes. Jay, am I right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's about the draw, though.
Mm-hmm. Luka.
I don't know how much of a draw Luka is. And because remember that whole thing about how this was a couple years ago when he was on the Mavs. Man, the NBA is really forcing this Luka thing, right? Mm-hmm. They're forcing this Luka thing. Mm-hmm. The NBA has tried to force other stars on us, and fans don't like that. And I think that it's still kind of followed Luka a little bit. Mm-hmm. I don't know. They're getting a Christmas game. It's just a matter of, I'm saying, when I think of a draw, I think of somebody on the East Coast is staying up to watch this team. I don't know, depending on who they're playing, they're going to stay up to watch. There's probably a nickname there, but I'm going to not say one. The Luka crew. I just don't know.
Mm-hmm. It depends on how he plays. If he
plays.
Ooh, look at it. Yeah, great point. But he's like, man, get on my back. I'm going to do here what I did in Dallas. Put up those numbers, and it's the freaking Lakers. He's going to be a draw.
Here's the other thing.
I'm not the biggest fan, but he's going to be a draw.
Here's the other thing. Because we discussed the comparison with Luka and Harden a couple days ago. The other question is, when it comes to being a draw, do people like how Luka plays? A lot of people didn't like, you get turned off by Shea. A lot of people didn't like how Harden played, and that affected the draw. Mm-hmm. I know he's a superstar. I know he wins, but I just don't like how he complains and plays. And I think that has also affected Luka.
The Giannis trade, your buddy Greg Schwartz.
Come on, Greg.
Says the Bucks are going to regret that. He also says...
Is it a Bleacher Report guy?
Yeah. He also says LeBron choosing the Sixers. LeBron will regret that.
Oh, man.
There's no LaMelo in it. How did the Timberwolves avoid this? Trading your whole front court outside of Rudy Gobert for LaMelo?
What is going on over there at Bleacher Report?
Yeah, let me text Greg. Get him on.
Can you just wait till you see him at the office?
Jay, it's Greg, Schwartz, Andy Bailey, Dan Favale. Those are the 3 amigos.
What about Buckley?
No.
Zach B.
Not Buckley.
You ain't got no love for Zach B?
He ain't got no love for me. He left me on red.
339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Dwayne's joining us on Sactown Sports. Dwayne, thanks for hanging. What's up?
What's up with the homies?
Hey.
What's up, Dwayne?
How you doing?
Hey, so I was listening, man. I think Kuminga might have a pretty low IQ, bro.
Basketball. We're talking basketball, yeah.
Yeah, I think his IQ is pretty low, and I think that's why the Hawks didn't try to pay him, and he couldn't do anything with the Warriors. But I think I got a hot take, man. I really think that Sharp is better than Acuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he's way better, too. It's not close, bro. It's really not close. I think Acuff I think that was just a hustle move, bro. Detroit got involved. His AAU coach, Calipari, everybody was just hustling too hard. And why on earth would anybody pick the Kings unless they knew they could get them, right? I mean, Alan, we've been talking about wings for how long, bro? How long has it been Groundhog Day, bro?
About 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, haven't we had the same conversations?
Yeah, we have.
So how do you go out and pick a 6'2" guard who doesn't play defense? After everything the Kings have been through, bro, you would think that they would, have picked somebody that could help them win, could help them turn it around. Acuff ain't the guy, bro. So I'm just wondering, Sharp has got to get in there somewhere, right, with the way he plays defense. And then you got Neek in the way. Is Sharp going to take Neek's minutes?
Personally, I think so. I'm going to just keep it 1,000. And I don't want anybody, and thank you, Dwayne. That was a great call.
Yeah.
But I don't want anybody. Well,
Was
Allen.
it? Wait, hold on. Slow down. He said Emmanuel
Well,
Sharp's better
sorry.
than
The
Darius Acuff. Okay, all right.
second half.
Slow down.
The second half.
That was a good
call. No,
call.
I got flipped into
It
went from
concise.
Sharp to
He said
Acuff.
something. You can agree or disagree. He made some points. He got
Right.
in.
Yeah. No, Whitey's right.
Well constructed call.
Yes, that's right. The take, yeah,
The
whatever.
delivery was cold. Yeah,
Yes,
nice.
yes. Now the content in it we can debate, but the call itself was clean, was clear cut. Whitey. Now the A-Cup thing, and I wanted to let Dwayne roll because the number one question here is, okay, well then who have you gotten? The other 6'2" guard and Kingston Flemings. Now if Dwayne was going to say, go get Braden Burries, which we had the conversation.
Turned down a workout with you, Allen.
Maybe he knew. Why would I go, AJ, why am I working out with y'all when y'all over here salivating over Darius Acuff?
I'm with you.
If you come to me, I didn't see a report you want Braden Burries. If Whitey, somebody says, hey, Allen, we want somebody, we want Whitey Gleason. We just want you to stop by in case we don't get him. What the hell you think that is?
Swing by.
Hey, just in case we don't get our guy.
Yeah.
So I'm just like Braden Burries. And now he balling out. I walked around in Vegas. I showed all y'all that step back Bobby Jack that he had.
He's balling out. Who's balling out?
Braden Burries.
Man, you can't. Come on. You talk about 3 games and he's balling out.
Look.
I'm talking about what he did in school, too, though.
All
right. Right. But look, we don't know what A-Cuff's going to be. I do, on its face, understand where Dwayne is coming from because it is, if you just remove everything else, the swagger and all of it, it is a 6'2", the numbers, it is a 6'2" guard that doesn't play defense, which, yeah, it is kind of Groundhog Day that the Kings went there. But when you add back in the context, doing things we haven't seen since Pistol Pete, the numbers, everything that he brings to the table, the star power that you need in Sacramento, we understand why they went there. The wing conversation is separate, Dwayne, because they just didn't have, I don't know, Nate Ament. Whitey would have quit. Whitey would have quit the job if they drafted Nate Ament.
I might just anyway.
So then you have that. So you have the trade down conversation, but to wrap things up on you, Whitey, I think that Sharp is going to take Neek's minutes.
All right. Do we think there are any moves the Kings made this offseason that they will come to regret? An honest conversation when we come back. Drive Guys, Sactown Sports.
SactownSports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. SactownSports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Dirk Verdorn in the KCRA3 Weather Center. Clear skies tonight with light winds and temperatures dropping off into the mid to low 60s by Thursday morning. And then plenty of sunshine with daytime highs in the mid to upper 90s. Get the latest forecasts on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-791-0000. That's 800-791-0000.
So, I need hamburgers, sodas, ice, and a DJ.
A DJ?
Relax, Spot. With T-Mobile, we're saving when we bundle home internet and phone lines.
Oh, wow. Here to bundle and save big. Stay connected con tu gente with 4 lines from T-Mobile with fast, easy-to-set-up 5G home internet and save up to $1,000 a year. Switch now on T-Mobile.com/conectate. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans. Visit T-Mobile.com.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, I have been told you're extending the 4th of July sales event because those deals are so darn good.
They were the best deals of the year, and we wanted to keep the savings going. Right now, you can save up to $17,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 1500 crew cabs.
America loves Ram trucks, but what about my perfect truck?
We have you covered at Hoblet. We are truck people, so you won't find a better selection of new Rams with the features that matter anywhere. Plus, with almost 600 new Rams available, your Ram is waiting at Hoblet. Just one of the reasons Hoblet is consistently one of the top Ram dealers, not just in California, but the entire nation.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
17,000 total net savings after 4162 dealer discount and 11,338 factory incentive. Incentives may include 15% below MSRP incentive, 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade, and 500 military bonus or first responder bonus for eligible members. 10th is net savings. Sample VIN 390660. See dealer for details.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
Yeah, we got 11th North coming after us, you and me, Alan. Say, come on, y'all. Burry's played the worst team Summer League could offer. I think he's a good player. And it's not like I didn't think he was good until Summer League.
Yeah, I mean,
he's big, good shooter, fearless.
That's real in the weeds of, and we kind of did it with Caravan because Caravan started cooking towards the end of Summer League, right?
Caravan is concerning. With a K, because that's how he spells Caravan. But if we're being honest here, and we're talking about things that the Kings did that they might regret, that might be one that down the road they said, wow, did we really need to trade up in the first round to get him? Hopefully it's not a mistake, but that is one that I could see happening.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
I mean, it's incredibly, incredibly early. We had on how many guests in Vegas, and how many we were keeping count on how many of them said, yeah, I like A-Cuff. I like Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even remember Caravan was on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And he was injured for Cali Classic,
right,
so I get it.
Absolutely. And he's a glue guy. But I remember, I think it was something Law Murray wrote rather than said when we talked to him. But he said, right now, he's just a shooter. That's all he is.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, he's got to be more than that. They didn't trade up to get a guy who's a pretty good shooter.
Yeah, it does kind of.
And nothing more.
It kind of reads to me like the Nick Clifford thing in a way, where you look at it, and this was what Bobby Gerald was saying a couple weeks ago. You look at it and you think, is that what you need right now? Like, do you need that right now, you think? And we'll find out.
Mm-hmm. And Dwayne touched on really the meat of the matter, and that is wait, the Kings drafted a guy who's 6'2", 6'2" point guard. And that, I think that's, we don't know yet, and obviously they're committed to him. They're going to do everything they can for a long time, as long as it takes, to put him in position to lead the team. And I know we just had Brett Siegel on. Brett Siegel talked to him, said this guy has all the confidence in the world. But like Dwayne said, you're a team that hasn't had much in the wing department, and you draft a 6'2" guard who's not a good defender.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I've said before, as you probably know from listening, Jerry Reynolds is kind of my basketball Yoda, and he says this guy's going to be phenomenal. So that's most likely. But I think, if anything, the Kings may end up in a spot where they regret drafting because they wanted a point guard. Now, if that's not the case, if they said he's the best player there and we're taking the best player, okay. But if anybody's thinking in this draft was we need a point guard, so we'll take the best point guard, that I think ultimately could end up being a mistake. Because when you're not good, you don't have that luxury. Again, I don't know. If they said, no, he's the best player there, that's why we took him, okay. But if they went in, we need a point guard, let's get the best point guard, that there's a chance that won't work out for you because they're not that good yet to have that luxury of being able to pick, we need this position or that position. You just need the best players.
I just don't think that had to cross their mind because they needed a point guard and there were a bunch of point guards available.
Mm-hmm.
Look who got drafted after Acuff. Kingston Fleming's 8, another point guard. Maurice Johnson Jr., who was seen as a reach, right? Nobody thought that the Mavericks were going to go there because they thought the Mavericks were going to go with Braden Burries, who went 10. And Braden Burries is a shooting guard, bigger guy, but, he's not a traditional point guard. So It comes back to him. After that, you have 23-year-old Yaxel Lendeborg. And at this point now, we're getting closer to the trade down conversation.
Trade down for what?
Ade Mara, who you're not going to go with your current center rotation. And then Nate Amena. We're already at 13. Like, I don't disagree with what Dwayne's saying. It's just I don't know where else they would have went unless they did the trade down thing. And Charlotte took Hannes Steinbach and Christian Anderson Jr. And I don't believe really either of them. I know it's just Summer League, but really either. Now, again, you could have taken other people if you did sign up for that and do it. But there isn't anybody outside of Braden Burries that is just straight up an obvious pick instead of Darius Acuff.
And that's the one that I worry about.
Yeah. Braden Burries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me just make sure. You think Braden Burries has an opportunity to be a better NBA player than Darius Acuff?
Opportunity? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's not a prediction, but yes, I do.
You didn't talk about it. Was tough because we knew these guys weren't going that high, right? So, we get told who's supposed to get drafted where. Braden Burries never cracked the top 7 in any mock that I saw. So the idea that the Kings would just take him at 7 never really crossed my mind, and I don't think really crossed your mind too much,
fair.
Whitey.
Yeah.
I thought that there would be more talk of Braden Burries because of what he did at Arizona and the run that they went on, but he just kind of stayed there. Maybe some of that was by design, fellas. Maybe he didn't. Now, he ended up in Milwaukee, but maybe he didn't want to go to Sacramento. If I'm not mistaken, the whole reason that whole thing came out is because he's clutch. If I think I have it right.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think
Mavs.
Initially he said some nice things, but then when push came to shove, I was like, yeah, I don't want to go there.
So I don't know if some of that was by he didn't want to raise up that high. Hey, I don't want to go before 8, right? I want to go to Dallas, and that's even in Atlanta, he'd be deferring to Jalen Johnson and some other guys, and Atlanta really needed a point guard. So maybe him and his crew said, we don't want to go before 9. There's no reason. Maybe he didn't love the idea of playing in Sacramento. I don't know, but I think a lot of us liked Braden Burries, but because he was never mocked that high, it was hard to say. And we did have a bunch of people on, to Jay's point, and nobody was sitting there saying, oh, Braden Burries should go higher than what. Nobody said that. And I've tried to fish it out of a couple no ceilings people that we had on, and nobody said that.
Yeah, if Acuff's offensive game translates, obviously he's going to be a no-brainer. Man, great pick. I know that. And just the fact that he didn't do much in Summer League, that's okay because he did have 26 points. I think he's going to have a great chance to be Rookie of the Year this year because he's going to get so many opportunities. I think he has a chance to have he's going to have more 30-point games, I think, than any other rookie. Now, some of those may be in games like that Nets game in Summer League where the Kings are behind and he scores a lot of points, in the third quarter.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he's going to get chances to show that, yes, I am that offensive player that we saw in college. And that's what the Kings are banking on.
Yeah.
And as you said earlier, I think a couple of segments ago, they got him because they want him to be the star who's going to lead the whole thing. He's going to drive the whole thing.
Yeah. And let's not forget, as we kind of break this whole thing down, Milwaukee, and I'm trying to help me guys remember how they pulled it off, but they ended up, it was the Giannis trade, duh. So they had drafting Braden Burries as a second guy. You drafted Braden Burries and then Nate Ament. That's a lot different. And we can still feel how we feel and say, I always liked him a little bit more than other people. Because everyone's going to do that now, right? And I think that's what Jay's kind of alluding to. And I'm trying not to do that. So I'm trying to stay realistic in how I felt about him beforehand. But drafting him at 10 when you also had another pick at 13 is a little bit different than you got one shot at this and you're going to say no to somebody like Acuff and what he just did in the SEC. So I'm not dialing back on it. I always liked him, but it would have had to be some type of trade down conversation. I'm not going to switch up and say the Kings ever should have taken Braden Burries at 7 because I never said that beforehand, so I'm not going to say it now.
339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. We'll get to the phones when we come back. The conversation will continue as we roll on Sactown Sports.
SactownSports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. SactownSports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for autopay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this rush hour ad to keep you calm, which could help your driving. And science says therapy is great for a healthy mindset. So enjoy this 14-second session on us. I think you've done everything right and absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, anything that hasn't gone your way could probably be blamed on your father not being emotionally available because his father wasn't emotionally available, and so on. And now that you're calm and healing, you're probably driving better too.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off. And you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Hi, this is Adam Johnson, owner of Golf Fitness Solutions. Most golfers practice their swing, but ignore the body swing in the club. We help golfers move better, get stronger, reduce pain, build power, and play longer. Join us for a free trial week and see how golf-specific training can help you support your body and your game. Try a class, meet the team, and find a right program for your goals. Call 916-802-5175 or visit golffitnesssolutions.com. Golf Fitness Solutions. Move better, feel better, play better.
cheap, cheap.
That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. You remember, right? Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap, cheap. And right now you'll find a good deal more on new Honda gas and hybrid Accords, Civics, CRVs, and more fuel-efficient Elk Grove Hondas. Every sale is done right here, under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Come see why generations of families return again and again to Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, because Elk Grove Hondas are
cheap, cheap.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 31. Greenlaw's goal line stand.
The rivalry between San Francisco and Seattle has developed more in recent memory, and mainly because of plays like this.
Fourth down, here's your game. Here's Russell Wilson back. Wilson throws, caught. Hollister's hit on the goal line and dropped by Dre Greenlaw. He is short. The 49ers have stopped Hollister on the goal line. The 49ers are going to win the game.
In a defining moment of his rookie season, Dre Greenlaw sealed the 49ers' 26-21 win over the Seahawks in Week 17 of 2019. The stop secured the NFC West title and the conference's #1 seed for the 49ers.
Faithful flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140. Download the app and listen to The Drive Guys.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, Alan, remember a week ago or so we were talking about the noise coming out of Portland that the Blazers, their new owner, might even be thinking about relocation?
Yes.
Yeah. And you asked, well, where would they go? Do you remember what I suggested?
Say Raleigh?
The first thing I thought of and said was Kansas City.
Uh-huh.
This is from
Oh, no.
Quentin Lucas, the mayor of Kansas City. Quote, I think we could easily support an NBA team, and I think as conversations go on, either for franchises themselves looking for different places or for NBA expansion, that's a conversation that Kansas City wants to be in, end quote.
Here we go.
Kansas City has an NBA-ready arena that can support nearly 20,000 people.
You know, the other thing, too, sometimes you got to strike while the iron's hot, and them having these guys, they turn into ecosystems, fellas, and doing this while you have Mahomes is probably their best shot.
Well, they don't have him no more. Kansas City, Missouri is no longer housing the Chiefs here in a couple years.
True.
So they may need a team to come near and help save them.
Yes, but as I just did, right, you have that name. I don't know. I think a lot of people will still say, oh, yeah, well, they're rocking at Arrowhead with everything going on. And, you know, they make sense, right? They packed that house. Mahomes, they give him some percentage of ownership or something. I could see it. I'm just saying, if they weren't rocking and rolling right now, we'd all be saying this sounds ridiculous, right, to leave Portland for Kansas City. But it sounds less ridiculous because of what the Chiefs bring. Taylor, better do it. Hey, better get it going now while Taylor's still involved before Kelsey retires.
Watch yourself, Madison Beer on the cover.
That's right. Taylor and Kelsey, yesterday's news.
Taylor
Herbert and Beer.
Taylor ain't on there whispering, and she got a guitar in her hand. At the very least, put some respect on Taylor's name. And I've never heard Taylor. I
haven't heard that much, period.
But
no
when you
offense,
did,
but yeah,
it's bad blood. At least she's singing.
We will never, ever, ever getting back together.
See, at least you know it's singing.
Uh-huh.
Might not like it, but it's singing.
The radio station where you and I used to work.
Mm-hmm.
I was working there about 2011, and the game in San Francisco. And, the show's over, and you're getting ready for the next day's show. And I'd like to, fiddle around with, do we have any guitars? Somebody gave me this guitar, because the station there used to be a country station.
Okay.
So somebody said from Promotions or wherever, here, this is from, and I want to say it was a Wolf. I don't know. I think that was a station around here. But anyway, whatever it was, here's an old guitar from the country station. And I'm playing. I was like, oh, there's some people that signed it. Oh, okay, whatever. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. And one of the people that signed it was Taylor Swift.
What?
And if I kept that guitar, I would have Taylor Swift's autograph on a guitar. But at the time, I was like, oh, I've heard of her. This was a while ago. And I just, I left it there.
That would have been hotcakes on eBay.
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd even be here.
No.
You'd be, you'd have the beach house. You'd have the lake house.
The cabin.
The cabin. You gave back your cabin.
I did. Had it in my fingertips and let it slip away.
Wow.
339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. We've been talking about moves that the Kings could end up regretting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Kings, it's not a leading question. I don't mean to imply what my answer would be. Do you think if this is all they do, will they regret not having done more this offseason?
No.
Yeah, I'm with you. No. I don't think they had a lot of
the same way we went into last season and it became pretty apparent. I don't know, maybe once we hit February, remember the conversations we had, Whitey, when, hey, it seems like the Kings are pretty content just letting this thing play out. They're not going to, they've hit their level of tanking, right? Hey, we took out 4 guys on our rotation. That's all we're going to do. If DeMar wants to cook, he can cook. It is what it is. I think that we'll see something similar this season. But on the other side of it, hey, we're going to do what we can to stay out of relegation. But if a trade comes along that makes sense or anything else that happens, we're going to be committed to developing. And if we end up with one of the 3rd worst records, it is what it is. We're not going to make a move to stay out of relegation. I think that's going to be their take.
I find myself going back and forth between 2 possibilities for the Kings. I'm assuming this is common. You tell me. On the one hand, I'm thinking, the Kings, they're still in kind of rebuilding and assessment mode, and they still have something of a mismatched roster, and it's going to be tough to win games this year. Mm-hmm. Then I start thinking about, as we discussed earlier, Domas has been a really good player, and he's still there. And if he's there, you might as well play him. And Zach LaVine has a lot to prove this year. He's in a contract year. He's going to want to play well. He'll be motivated to play well, even if he doesn't want to stay here beyond this year. And, Acuff can do some things. And if Keegan's healthy, I find myself boing, boing, boing. Mm-hmm. To be honest, of late, I've been spending more time in the camp of, it's going to be a tough year. But I go back and forth, Alan.
Yeah. But you don't
think there is some upside here.
Yeah, but there's enough upside that the Kings are not going to feel like they should give anything up to try to stay out of relegation. Hey, I personally think, Vegas thinks we're winning 21.5 games. It's our job to prove them wrong, but we're not going to give up any type of capital to make this team just good enough to stay out of relegation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either going to be a surprise. Is that where we're at, Whitey? If you're set at being the worst team in the league, can we look, how sad is that? Could we look at this season if they stay out of relegation and say, hey, relatively speaking, that was a success? Is that how dark this could be?
It could be, but we'll just have to wait and see how things unfold. Don't they want this year? That's the thing about Domas that's a little confusing. Obviously, there's, as you said, probably your best player. Jay said, end of the year, he's probably your best player. But they don't really seem to want him.
No.
So are they going to keep him?
Well,
it's just confusing.
Last we heard.
Yeah. If your team is a team that a lot of people look at and say they'd be lucky to win 22 games, and you have a guy that's that good, why aren't you embracing that and building around him.
Maybe we don't know. We haven't heard back since they've gotten no interest. We have not heard back from the Kings.
Right.
Feels like the next substantial update we could get is, maybe right before training camp. Hey, we're heading into the season. And obviously, Scott Perry, there's a level of GM speak that he's going to have to stick to. But I do feel like at that point, we will know, very similar to there's going to be a quiet period because nobody's going to want to do a deal at the beginning of the season because they're going to be assessing. So I believe Scott Perry, right around training camp was on the morning show, I think, and said, we are completely comfortable with heading into training camp with with Malik Monk. Mm-hmm. He said that last season after a summer of trying to move Malik, and it ended up being fine. They didn't win games, but all's well that ends well. And Malik Monk said himself, this is the most open GM I've ever worked with. I told my agent that. They've been extremely upfront. So I think we'll get a similar version, kind of a state of the state, right when training camp is starting up. And at that point, Scott Perry, we'll see what he says. We'll read the tea leaves. But if they make it to training camp, you got Domas for at least 2 months and maybe probably more than that. Probably more like until December. And then you find out, hey, is anybody interested? Or at that point, if things do look good, they can change their mind. So to me, the moving Domas conversation is dang near over. It's on pause.
But is it wise to even be looking at him as, we'd like to move him?
Initially, yes. Early on, yes. Right? Because it was early enough when you thought you could get a first rounder.
Sure.
Right? Before this draft.
Right.
Yes. Now, I don't know. But initially, yeah. When the season ended, hey, we might be able to sneak back into the first round. And that's when they were talking to Charlotte or whoever because they had 2. Yes. Now, not really. Because what are you get back?
Yeah. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Let me say this to you guys, and I think this is part of the partial reason that I think Kings fans have had a struggle and a fight, personally, is to me, you guys, and I'm just saying as a Kings fans, you guys are looking nearsighted right now. Mm-hmm. And as a Kings fan, that has kind of been the thing we've been prisoner of. And the one thing that I give Scott Perry a little credit, if not a bunch of credit or whatever amount of credit you want to speak to is I think he's come in and realized, we're not serving 2 masters. Domas doesn't fit the timeline of us winning a championship or playoffs or whatever their goal is, because as you always talk about, Whitey, Scott Perry hasn't said what the goal is. But I think the goal is to win a championship, fellas. Mm-hmm. And if I'm being nearsighted, then Domas doesn't fit the timeline, and it doesn't really look good for me as a Sacramento Kings player, as an organization. Yes, he's a great player, but we have to treat all these things like assets. And that's the one thing I think Scott Perry has done very well, as he comes in and he looks and says, this vehicle, this asset, this tool for me right now, if it makes sense right now, then we're going to do it. And if the dividends and the market has crashed a little bit, then I'll hold on to it because he is a good player, Whitey. But when it's all said in the grand scheme of things, I need to stop thinking about what's happening today and start to think about what's happening next month, but not even next week.
I understand that, and I think I appreciate that. It's very well said. But doesn't the lottery reform change that equation a little bit?
But see, my thing is, and this the thing is, we don't know how that's going to play out.
Right.
Stop fearing something that you don't know of.
Well, I'm not.
And I think that's what the Kings Kings have done that too many times. We're playing to the fiddle of other people and the league.
But I
start
have
to play to your own beating your tune.
I may not fear it, but I can still have to take it into account.
Yeah,
but
of course.
To your point,
agreed.
Right? It's like we don't know.
Yes.
Nobody knows where's that.
No one knows. Because what happens if the NBA comes in and says, "Oh, well, that was hodgepodge, and we're going to move on after 1 year," right? And then now we're all looking around like, "Oh, we moved everything off of this one little rule," and that's why I'm saying it's a little nearsighted. If I'm looking at it as Scott Perry and saying, "Well, listen, I'm just going to play to the own beat of my drum." And I truly believe that's what he's done. And I think that's why it feels a little bit better as a Kings fan, where we can also say, well, you know what? I got a little more courage. I got a little more trust in what's going on, and I'll believe in the system when I see it. Unfortunately, as you guys are talking about, it may backfire. That's just part of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
that would never happen to the Kings.
No, you're either moving Domas, and now you're in a relegation conversation, and you probably didn't get enough back, or you're holding on to Domas and maybe stymieing some growth a little bit, but maybe you avoid relegation. So I'm not saying it's lose-lose, but
could be.
There's some tough situations.
Yeah, we got more on that coming up. Also, a look at the quarterback camp battles going on in the NFL.
Finally.
Yeah, and we know LeBron is cooking up a plan to helicopter in for games. How much is that going to cost him? We've got all that and more coming up on Sactown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
It's summertime, and Aleve is here to keep you on the go. Whether it's planes, trains, or automobiles, Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of back pain relief with just one dose, you'll get to your destination and be ready for your next adventure. So pack your sunscreen, your shades, and your Aleve. No matter where your final stop, Aleve will keep you moving. From sun up to sundown, Aleve's got your back this summer. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Thinking about heading to the mountains this weekend in a new Toyota truck?
Let's go!
Bringing the bikes?
Let's go!
Maybe towing the boat too?
Let's go!
All right, let's roll. Get 3.99% APR plus $500 finance cash on 2026 Tacoma SR5 or get 2.99% APR on Tundra.
The time is now, let's go!
You heard the man. Toyota. Let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with a premium rated credit and cannot be combined with other offers. Excludes Tundra TRD Pro and NSA326.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and oh, they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader. Live and local, it's The Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
All right. Welcome back to the Drive Guys here. I just happened to see MSN.com. Vancouver's solid bid for Major League Baseball expansion. Oh, man.
Isn't that, wait, that's where they do the camping, right? The hiking?
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah, no. We're
Vancouver's poised for MLB expansion with a strong ownership group, including the 49ers.
No, don't worry about
this.
that.
This could make Vancouver a key player in MLB's growth. I'm getting a little nervous about our chances here.
You are always nervous about the chances.
You should see during the football season, every week Jay has to talk me off a ledge on the 49ers.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
They're playing, the Titans or something like, they ran the ball well last week against Jacksonville, Jay. I'm concerned. Like, yeah, relax.
The Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Because you know me. Well, we know Whitey. They never lose.
Yeah. Well,
they can't lose.
This is a legitimate concern. Is it not? You tell me. Ricky Pearsall missing practice today for the
Yes.
Niners.
It's a legitimate concern. I think somebody on the text line or the YouTube said, you can't, basically they said, if you always assume Ricky Pearsall isn't going to be healthy, then you don't get let down. Yeah, Blue Pool says you just have to always assume that Pearsall will be injured or you'll be disappointed. So if you had...
Isn't this only his third year?
I believe so, yeah. If you had high hopes for Pearsall, this is a rough one. But if you're to the point now where anything he does is just icing on the cake, which is tough to say about a first rounder, then here we are.
Mm-hmm.
And where's Jacob Cowing? Like, where is that dude?
He's out there finally.
They worked out 3 receivers. They're short receivers again.
Crazy. I cannot believe.
Debo.
Yeah, Cowing is healthy.
Finally.
He is. Yes, he
the
is.
The other one is, where's Jordan Watkins?
Wait, 5 days ago, he suffered a hamstring injury during practice.
Yeah, it was just, sore tender.
Come on, man.
Christian Kirk's hurt, right? He got hurt.
I think I saw that
calf,
too,
right?
yeah.
Where's Jordan Watkins?
I don't know.
He's finally healthy. Haven't heard much.
They just can't.
And this from Matt Barrows today. Pardon me, Alan. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Short on wide receivers, the 49ers tried out 3 today.
Who?
Alec Bachman, Dwayne Eskridge, and Trenton Irwin from Stanford.
Ooh, okay. A little something there.
Mm-hmm.
I like those guys.
Yeah. What do you like about Irwin? What stands out?
Fits the system. No block, no rock. Good catch radius.
Scheme diverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, great route tree. That's number one.
Uh-huh.
Great route tree.
Yeah. What I like about him is, it's hard to press off the line.
Exactly. You can't get bullied.
Yeah.
Because big body.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It can block well, too.
Pretty good route runner.
I would say technician.
Uh-huh.
Who are we talking about again?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. All of them.
Trenton Irwin from Stanford.
Oh, yeah, he's a grinder.
Go to Stanford, you know that Stanford.
Exactly.
Yeah, knows the game.
And just high IQ guys over there.
Oh, absolutely.
Andrew Luck's over there.
Right.
So he's going to talk to him.
You said it.
I like this
Nothing
guy.
to worry about here as far as the wide receivers go.
Yeah. No designation for Cowing. No designation for Cowing. No injury designation on the depth chart. You got Stribling. How about Stribling? Is he the guy now?
Canton. I call him Canton.
Because that's where he's headed.
Yep.
Jordan Watkins is healthy. So if Cowing, Jordan Watkins, or Stribling, one of them, and you still got Demarcus Robinson.
So
who's
you got Stribling, I call him
legit.
Canton, and you got Pearsall, I call him Cant. So you got
can't get in,
but I'm pulling for him. Yeah,
yeah.
Can't get on the field. Can't stay on the field.
And now you have Jordan James with these ribs. So Mac Jones is questionable. What? Yeah.
Why?
I did see that.
Matt Barrows actually had some training camp passing numbers today, and I was like, nope, not looking. Brock had a good day today, and I guess Rourke had and I was like, nope, I'm not paying any attention. We do not do those on the show, Alan.
I missed
training
that, though.
camp passing numbers.
No,
we don't do it.
No, hold on now. You don't have to do it because there's no QB You know where that's happening right now? In Cleveland, for sure. With Deshaun and Shador. That's definitely happening right now. But Whitey, you're saying
Don't do it.
No, hold on.
Don't do it.
You're saying that it's easy to say that you don't do those types of numbers, right? But when a couple years ago, before Brock took the mantle, when it was Trey and Jimmy and Brock and all that, oh, I loved it.
Don't do them, Alan.
No, you did do it back then because you had to, because there was a QB competition.
Don't do them.
So it's easy to say you don't care about those numbers when there's no competition.
Nah, I just don't bother with them.
No, you did back then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who this person is talking about at 5. Just text in at 508, but all they're saying is back to school. I don't even know what they're talking about. But if you ask me to say it, I'll say it. 916, who are you talking about?
You know what the story of the 49ers season is going to be, presuming that everyone is relatively healthy? It's going to be the improvement in the defense.
That's the biggest
Morris is introducing some new schemes, which I know everyone talks about it, but they're coming at you at different angles. Fred Warner says, this is some new stuff, and, we like it. It's exciting, but we got to learn it. It's new, and I think that's where the 49er real improvement is going to come from. Last year, they were so battered that, Robert Saleh, nothing against him. They were just bend but don't break, Just try not to give up the big plays.
Right.
And that was good enough because they were so shorthanded. But I think Raheem Morris is going to bring some aggressiveness. He's got his roots in remember the old Tampa 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to come at you. And I think that's going to be where the 49ers, if they're better this year, I think that's where a lot of the improvement is going to come.
Do you care at all about how the revolving door has been doing just that for the Niners and the defensive coordinator? And you get Saleh back, of course.
Oh, it's not ideal, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Is it just
they've
the
landed
nature
in
of
a
the
good spot here?
Yeah. Are you? But again, he has a good year. He gets poached.
Yeah.
Then you're back.
Yeah.
Is there any other team? And I know there's some elite teams out there, but is there any other team that gets poached more than the? And one of them wasn't a poach. They fired or they moved off.
Yeah.
Of one of the DCs a couple of years back. But there is also a lot of poaching going on.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's had it happen as much, but was it last year or 2 years ago? The Lions lost both their coordinators.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. And one had lasted longer than they thought because they thought he was going to leave after.
Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson stayed an extra year, I think.
So it happened.
Right. It's just part of it.
I think they've got a good one, and I think they've got one that Kyle Shanahan trusts, too.
Yeah. Steve Wilks.
Poor Steve Wilks.
That was fun.
Never had a chance.
Hey, you got to come down here.
Yeah.
We need you to do the thing where, all the DCs were jumping around and we need that energy. Well, then you shouldn't have hired him at that age.
I have a lot of sympathy for him. He got hired to be the head coach with the Cardinals. They gave him a year and said, yeah, see you later. 49ers brought him in. They went to the Super Bowl, and I know there were some shortcomings defensively, but, overall, the defense, that was a Super Bowl defense. Yeah, you're gone.
And that was right after.
Never had a chance.
Right, and that was, and help me with the order, D'Amico and then Saleh, right?
No, Saleh, D'Amico.
Saleh, then D'Amico.
Wilks,
They're jumping up and down on the sidelines, and then you hire, at that time, 54-year-old Steve Wilks, and you want him down there jumping around? Are you out of your mind? That's the thing, guys. You go to a job interview and you have all the right qualifications. They'll say, hey, we just want to see if you're a culture fit. Mm-hmm. And Wilks just wasn't a culture fit for what they wanted, and they didn't realize it until it was too late. And I'll just never forget reporting. He's got to come down from the booth.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, guys. Really?
Mm-hmm.
We need him down there to just do what the other guys were doing.
Right.
Ridiculous.
He didn't have much of a chance. But I think Raheem's going to work out. You mentioned quarterback battles. Here are the 4 quarterback battles in camp right now in the NFL. We've got Penix Jr., against Tua in Atlanta. Tua, by the way, had some back spasms.
No. You didn't see?
Both of them ain't playing.
Both lefties, right? Shout out to lefties. Both on the bench.
Yeah.
What's his name? Noah Slant. It's some dude I legitimately never heard of. Is taking first-team reps.
Didn't they bring in Cooper Rush?
It ain't Cooper Rush.
Yeah, I think he might be in there too, though.
I think
might
they just signed
brought
him.
Yeah.
It is, hold on, because I've never seen this dude before in my life. Jack Strand.
What you call him?
Noah Slant. I mean, Noah Fant.
What's his name? Jack what?
Jack Strand.
Strand.
Out of Minnesota Moorhead.
Wow.
A rookie, 6'5" rookie, 22 years old.
Yeah, so that's kind of a mess, but that's a quarterback battle. Noah Slant has the inside track.
Has a slant to the track.
Cleveland Browns, Shedeur Sanders, Deshaun Watson.
I need more of this.
Yeah?
Perfect timing.
How in the world could the Browns play Deshaun Watson? He's a free agent at the end of the year.
They're finally done?
Yeah.
It's been that long?
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't he just leave?
The fifth and final year of that contract. He's guaranteed, if he's healthy, $46 million this season.
I'll take that on the way out.
Yeah. But you got to play Shedeur, right? You got to play Shedeur.
The money is just so cooked, you just don't care you just let $45 million just sit on the bench, you don't care?
Don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got to think beyond this year.
I don't think.
Unless they want
what do we say?
To bring back Deshaun Watson.
What do they say? Oh, we don't know if, whatever player is in the organization. That's what they're saying about the Giants. We don't know if the Giants' catcher of the future is in the organization. I don't know if the Browns feel like their quarterback of the future is in the organization right now.
Well, the Browns, they have to realize we're the Browns. We don't have a quarterback of the
What
future.
happened to the other quarterback? Dylan? Where Gabriel at?
He is not considered a candidate for the starting job. But their new coach, Coach Monken, is going to want Watson or whoever if he feels like, man, we want to win.
Exactly.
We want to win. You play to win the
I
game.
think they're going to start Watson.
Las Vegas Raiders. Kirk Cousins, Fernando Mendoza, Aiden O'Connell. With a look at that quarterback battle, here's Alan Stiles.
Is Aiden O'Connell on a lifetime contract? Like, this dude has been on the Raiders forever. That's the job I want, Jay. We were talking about some of the radio jobs that guys just been around forever. I need to be Aiden O'Connell. Mm-hmm. He has been on the Raiders, it feels like legitimately for 7 years. And he's the same age. It's the craziest thing. He's like a vampire. he's right. The same age. Mm-hmm. How is he still on that team? It's not weird that they don't at least have another. I know he's not old, but.
An AFC assistant coach said, quote, I honestly believe that if something were to happen to Cousins, they'd start Aiden O'Connell before Mendoza right now. They absolutely do not want to rush Mendoza.
O'Connell has made it through like 3 different coaching changes and GM changes. It's the most impressive thing ever. I need his agent.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe he's still there.
He's proven he's a safety blanket.
Yeah.
He's not that good. No, but he could play. If you need a guy, he can play. All right.
You must really need a guy. He's 27 now.
Mm-hmm. The Giants were saying the same thing about Jackson Dart this time last year that the Raiders are saying right now about your guy, Fernando. Oh, we don't want to play him. We don't want to rush him. Guess what happened?
He played, and he got smacked up, and his coach got fired.
Week 1 starter prediction from ESPN, Cousins. And then we also have the 4th and final quarterback camp battle in the NFL right now. J.J. McCarthy and Kyler Murray.
That ain't a battle. They shook because they know such thing as halfway crooks. Come on, JJ, go sit down, bro. This is Kyler's team now. We're good. We're good. You remember that one, Jay, from Colin Cowherd? Hey, LeBron, we're good. We got Ben Simmons now.
McCarthy threw 11 touchdown passes last year.
Don't care. Couldn't care
12
less.
interceptions, but
now
11
look,
touchdowns.
Kyler hasn't proven that he can stay healthy throughout the duration of a season. So I want Kyler to succeed.
He's going to throw it to Jefferson every time.
They still got they got some dudes though. I like the Vikings.
Jordan Addison?
Yeah,
right.
They still got Addison.
Mm-hmm.
He can't, it's hard. He's trying to stay out of trouble, but they got Addison. They got some guys. listen to this, Whitey. They still got Aaron Jones Sr., still got Jordan Mason. Oh, I know you liked Jordan Mason on the Niners. Oh, you liked Jordan Mason.
Mm-hmm.
They got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. Oh, they got Third and Juwan. Remember that? Third and Juwan. TJ Hawkinson. I think we all thought he was going to, get into that tight end conversation and then kind of plateaued a little bit, but so did the quarterback play. I like that group, man.
Listen to this, again, from ESPN. If McCarthy does win the job, and this writer expects that Murray wins it, but if McCarthy does win it, people around the league would be interested to see whether the Vikings even keep Murray.
For the season?
Since they also brought back Carson Wentz.
Oh, my gosh. The disrespect. They got Kyler, McCarthy, Carson Wentz, and Max Brosmer.
You know that they would love as an organization for McCarthy to show that he's close to what they hoped he was when they drafted him.
Sure.
Yeah, so that would be almost a big relief to them. Okay, Kyler, sorry, we got our guy now.
Yeah, we need some training camp stats.
I don't know how. No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Yes, all these we need from them.
Training camps.
Yeah,
stats.
We need training camp stats.
New feature. Why don't you just make that a feature?
Call Chris Watkins. We need training camp stats for the Vikings. We need training camp stats for the Browns.
Call up. You got people, reporters at all the HQs of all the teams, and you just go around the horn and get their training camp stats.
I need them.
All right, now let's go to Green Bay.
Well, it ain't gonna be Jordan Love. No, we can no gotta waste our time with Jordan Love because he's the next best thrower of the football ever.
Maybe just these 4 spots. I'm telling you, there's a great future for you.
Yeah.
Training camp stats with Alan Stiles.
It would help if the Niners had one, or if the Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders kind of blew it, just saying
the Raiders are in the group.
By the way, no, but I literally all I did was Google Aiden O'Connell. Every article, NFC team or Raiders could wind up starting O'Connell over Mendoza. NFL coach predicts Raiders Fernando Mendoza would sit behind O'Connell. That's what everybody's talking about.
All right. Well, speaking of the NFL, I know I touched on this earlier. Josh Allen is angry at people for hating on the Bills' new uniforms and new helmets. They're alternates, but the helmets are. I'm with you. The uniforms that are gray, people don't like that. I like that. Okay, the helmets to me are they're just stupid.
Yes.
Yeah. So that brings us today's Kevin 7.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
It's not 1, 2, or even 3. It's 7. Kevin 7 with Whitey Gleason.
The 7 dumbest NFL helmets. All right? Anybody can say, these are the best helmets. Rams, Vikings. The 7 dumbest NFL helmets. Please jump in wherever you wish.
Okay.
Please. These are in no particular order. Just the 7 dumbest. Pathetic. There's a reason why you're the only team without a logo, Cleveland Browns, and it's not that having no logo on your helmet is cool. The Cleveland Browns with no logo on the helmet, stupid and dumb. Oh, yeah, but it's the Browns. They're terrible.
It kind of bugs me. Am I missing something because they're orange as well? Right? They're not brown.
Now they do have, right.
So that's always kind of bugged me.
Yeah. You know why they're called the Browns? Because of a guy named Brown who used to coach the team.
Yeah.
They're named after a guy. They have the white helmets now.
They do.
Alternates.
And I like those. But those orange ones, they can
Cleveland Browns. Dumb. The New York Jets. How dumb do you have to think your fans are to have to put the name of your team in bold letters on the side of your helmet?
But you just got mad at the Browns for not having it.
Yeah, but this is not the logo. Now, they do have that little jet on there, but it's Jets. You write the name of the team on the helmet? Ooh, who's that? Jets.
I don't have a problem with that. It's like a hat.
Put a logo on there. I don't know.
Okay. I don't have a problem, I don't think.
The Jets logo.
The Jets used to have like an NY with a football and a jet in there. The NY stand for something. Right? All the New York teams have the NY.
I'm looking at it now. I don't mind it.
I don't like it. I think it's dumb.
Okay.
And it goes for the Giants as well. Now, I think they're bold. Giants! Those are alternates now. What's that?
No, yeah, right. They have the NY, of course.
Yeah. Which they've had forever. But in the 80s, they had the Giants.
But it's throwback. I like when they were
throwback.
throwback.
Why did they copy what the Jets did when what the Jets did was stupid? I expect more from the Big Apple. Oh, wow. New York is a Big Apple.
Yeah.
Oh, what do they have in their helmets? Yeah, Giants.
I like the throwback.
Houston Texans. When these came out, Jimmy Kimmel said the logo looked like the love child of the Patriots logo and the University of Texas Longhorns. Bland. Just gonna, it's this cartoon steer with a
But so you don't like that
star for
logo
eye.
more than the helmet.
Right,
You
but
think
I mean
the
that's the
logo's
main
dumb.
feature. The color of the helmet's fine. They do have alternates that are red, and then
With
they
a
have
little
like
horn?
Yeah, those
I don't like those.
I kind of.
Ooh, it's a horn. I'm a Texan with a horn. What?
Well, you're a bull or a steer.
Oh yeah, look at the horns on my helmet.
But the thing is, Alan, what do you expect with a name like the Texans? Houston Texans. We're playing the San Francisco, California.
Yeah, it's not great.
We got to play the Philadelphia, Pennsylvanians.
Well, Texas loves their flag, so they were going to find a way to get the flag in there.
Mm-hmm. Jacksonville Jags are on the list of the 7 dumbest helmets. Make up your mind. First, these helmets were black. Then they were gold. Then they were black and gold, a blend. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And the Jaguar pictured as a teal tongue. I hate that. Bad brand, bad helmet. This is not a coincidence. A lot of these are bad brands, and they don't have a lot of success.
Yeah, the Jaguar just had a teal lollipop before the game. Some Laffy Taffy.
Tennessee Titans. The Titans just did a uniform and helmet rebrand. The new ones look just like the old ones, only with softer colors.
Right.
I hate rebrands when it's like, here's a new helmet. It's like, that's just like the old one. You just wasted everybody. Complete waste of everyone's time.
Looks like the Oilers a little bit now.
Yeah, and who in Tennessee cares that, okay, you used to be the Oilers.
Yeah. I get it. I don't love it, but I get it.
Mm-hmm. I don't love it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Think better than the Flames. You like the Titan, and it's not even, where's the Titan dude? It's
No
just
Titan
a
dude.
T
A
on
T.
fire.
Right.
Why
Don't
is it
care
on
for
fire?
it. Right. I'm with you. Bad. Finally, the Carolina Panthers are the last team on the list of the dumbest helmets. Now, these aren't horrible, but there's so much more that could be done with the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not have a black helmet, first of all? And I know they have black alternates they wore last year against the Niners. The Panthers in 2012 were guilty of that same fundamental sin that the Titans were. They rebranded the helmets without making them different or better. So in 2012, the Panthers updated their logo to create a more aggressive contemporary design. Here's what they did, all right? We're new helmets. Wow, what do you got? We've sharpened the eyes, removed the eyebrows, and curved the fangs inward for a fiercer expression.
Yeah.
That's just so stupid.
That's a scary panther.
You have this blank canvas and we're just going to change this line around. Those are the 7 dumbest helmets in the NFL.
They mad because they stupid.
Wow. Now I got to look at the other ones to see how they didn't make your
And again,
list.
these teams, obviously the Giants have won some Super Bowls. A lot of these teams have never won a Super Bowl, and that's no coincidence. You have a bad helmet, bad look, bad brand. You ain't winning nothing.
I think you could have a lot of gripes. I'm interested how you chose those certain gripes because they're.
I tried to tell you. I tried to explain.
Some,
I tried
yeah,
to break
I
it
know,
down.
but there's some bad ones out there.
What do you got?
I think your Browns shout is legit for sure, but I think it depends on colors and things like that. So you don't have a problem. The Raven on the Ravens helmet, this cool looking Raven to you.
They
Like
got
it's
some
the
really
animals.
nice purple ones.
I
and
feel
they,
like you have a problem with the animals.
No, the old ones the Ravens had, they had like a shield on there. It made no sense. That they actually ripped off a fan. A fan sued them and said, I submitted that design. And the fan won the lawsuit. So they've changed it now. Yeah.
The Bronco.
Yeah, I thought about that, but with the tradition and all, and now they've got they did update those and make them a little more modern.
What about the Bucks? The flag,
I struggled
a
with
pirate.
It's got that skull in there. Arr.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are contenders, but they didn't make the final list.
All right.
Make
Who
your
has
own
the
list.
best one? Reverse
Yeah.
it. Who you got?
Vikings or Rams?
I like the Rams.
Yeah.
That's nice.
The Rams were the first team to do anything on their helmets, too. And still probably the best.
What about the old school Charger look?
It's a nice
Oh,
look.
the powder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You didn't have a problem with the Dolphins?
That's cool. The sun, the dolphin, little helmet.
It's just a
They've
little
changed
dolphin
them.
on there.
I like the old one better than the new one. Now it's a sleek. Ooh, look at that. It's faster.
Yeah.
I like the old flipper on there with the helmet.
What about the Bears? It's just a big C.
Yeah, tradition and all
See,
that.
man. Tradition.
I thought of that one. That one definitely is one we looked at. The committee, we looked long and hard at that one.
I don't mind the new Titans one. The T, I need a little more. It's not egregious, though.
More on all that when we come back. Also, what's cooking? LeBron's cooking up a plan to helicopter into Philly for games. How much is that going to cost? We'll look at it next on Sactown Sports.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
It's summertime, and Aleve is here to keep you on the go. Whether it's planes, trains, or automobiles, Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of back pain relief with just one dose, you'll get to your destination and be ready for your next adventure. So pack your sunscreen, your shades, and your Aleve. No matter where your final stop, Aleve will keep you moving. From sun up to sundown, Aleve's got your back this summer. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery from the law firm of Gingery, Hammer, and Associates. When you have been injured by the fault of another, you will want advice you can trust. If you know an attorney you can trust, I hope you call that person. But if you don't, please call me. I promise I will be the attorney you can trust. Along with my partner and associates, I have been helping accident survivors recover for their injuries for over 25 years. And we can help you. There's no charge for calling, so please call us today.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
This summer, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Girls trip? Booked. And switching to T-Mobile helped make it happen.
With Experience Beyond, switch and get $100 back. Plus, $650 in value in built-in plan benefits. That's $750 in your first year, guaranteed.
And honestly, that $100 back, I'm putting it towards the zip line.
Now that's how you do summer.
Exactly. Best switch I ever made.
This is just one reason to join T-Mobile this summer. There are 250 reasons. Find yours.
Savings based on the value of benefits included with Experience Beyond, like entertainment and 1 year of AAA Classic and Dash Pass on us. Benefits may require activation. See plan for details. Get $100 via virtual prepaid MasterCard with eligible ported, no cash access, and expires in 6 months. Issued by Sunrise Banks and a member FDIC. Allow 8 weeks.
Order up, Sacramento.
And for you, sir?
I will have the gabagool. The dinner bell rang, and it's time to find out what's on the menu.
Lunch? Oh, you gotta be kidding. Lunch is for whips.
So fire up the grill and crank up the burners, because it's time to find out what's cooking on the Drive Guys.
Give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Do you understand?
Here's Whitey Gleason and Alan Stiles.
I'll have what she's having.
As you know, on What's Cooking, we always look at something that's coming up. And LeBron James, now that he's going to the Philadelphia 76ers, he apparently is cooking up a plan to helicopter to the games in Philly from New York. Wouldn't that be expensive?
You would think.
Yeah. Not that he has to worry about that, but still. Next week, we're supposed to be in Hawaii. And, I always look at, you get the handouts and everything, the flyers, the helicopter trips in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
And, it looks like, that might be fun. They're just so expensive.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe you'd go for, I don't know, whatever it is, 40 minutes and come back. And rather than feeling like, man, that was a lot of fun, I'd feel like, wait, how much did that cost? It's too much.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And I do think there's a level, we got to ask our guy Drapes about this, see if he can pencil us in, because I think there's a level. I'm going to text our guy Jason Dumas. Do you feel disrespected at all for LeBron to say, I'm just not living in Philly? Right now, I don't know where Joel Embiid lives or Tyrese Maxey, any of those guys. I know Jersey is drivable, and obviously Domas lives in Napa. But to do all that, I get it, he's LeBron, but 1 year, Philly got some nice areas, man. So, there's some places where things get a little bit rough. Your Temple right there is in North Philly, so I get it. I do feel like Philly fans are obviously happy that he's there, but it feels way more transactional to not even ingratiate. You really just don't want to experience living in Philly for a year. As far as I know, LeBron's never done that. So, I don't know. You can even turn it's your segment, Whitey, but it's even kind of laid into a fair or foul or in style, out of style, because it bothers me.
Well, speaking of transactional, Philly Voice checked with Wings Air Helicopters to see what this would cost. Wings Air Helicopters, New York-based charter service, operating throughout much of the Northeast, and they provide regular flights between New York City and Philly. So this is their GM, Anna Maxey. She said, a typical flight starts at $6,000 one way for up to 5 to 6 passengers. Round-trip flights are approximately double the one-way flight. So the NBA regular season, 41 home games for each team, plus somewhere between 20 and 30 home practices. Sixers had 26 home practices last season. If LeBron were to live full-time in New York and commute to Philly by helicopter for every home game and practice, he would need round-trip charter service 67 times without factoring in the playoffs. And going with Wing Air's round-trip quote, the cost for James would be $804,000 in flights over the course of the regular season, which is about 1/5 of his salary for the upcoming season. $804,000 just to get to and from the facility.
There's just no way. There is absolutely no way.
The flight typically takes 40 to 50 minutes. Weather can sometimes cause delays or cancellations. We recommend booking at least 24 to 48 hours in advance.
Yeah, what about the weather out there, man? That actually annoys me. I've been annoyed all show.
I know. What annoys you, just the whole LeBron-ness of it, or?
Yeah, look, it's not about the money. Spend your money. It's your money. I just think Philly fans are, especially, there's a bit of a rivalry, I would say. Josh Hart, who went to school in Philly, said, I thought Philly was a sports town, and now he plays for the Knicks. So to say, hey, well, LeBron plays for the Sixers, but he couldn't even live in Philly. I don't know, man. It's just LeBron. What do you need to be? I need to hear from LeBron. What do you need to be doing in New York during the season where you need to be out there?
This is interesting. Some New Yorkers have gotten so sick of helicopter noise, there's a growing stop the chop movement to ban them for non-essential uses. So I guess it's a lot of,
all the time.
All the time. Now, LeBron could buy his own helicopter. This GM said that common choppers can range from about $600,000 for a Robinson R44 to $2 million or more for an Airbus H125. So if LeBron bought a helicopter and opted to hire his own pilot independently, that could impact the overall cost, might also require more of his involvement and attention. Which way would you go? I'd buy one. Buy that chopper. Then I got it when I'm done. Is LeBron James helicopters for sale?
Neither.
Autograph.
Have you been on a helicopter?
Yes. It's been a while, but I have.
Jay, have you?
Yes.
I think I took one out to Alcatraz once. Many
I've
years
never
ago.
been on one.
You ain't missing nothing.
Okay. You don't want to?
I'm not in a rush.
You ain't missing nothing.
Yeah. I don't like any part of this. Any part of this at all, Whitey. Did you hear, speaking of this being the smarter way, did you see this, guys, from Alaska Airlines? Alaska Airlines surprised a student who flew to class 3 times a week so he could avoid paying rent. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
It's not every day you
LA?
commute, to class by plane, but that's exactly what a UC Berkeley student did for an entire year to avoid paying rent in the Bay Area. Bill, the supercommuter, who asked for his full name to not be shared, said he flew 238 flights, mostly with Alaska Airlines, spent a total of $5,600 compared to an estimated $20,000 he would have paid in rent. Yeah. He says Alaska's frequency and mileage plan made all the difference. With frequency and flexibility as well as same-day changes, that was the most valuable perk because I could switch to any flights I wanted, stay longer, and hang out with my friends. So he flew, I guess 3 times a week. Ridiculous.
So if LeBron does live outside the Philly area and commutes in, he would not be the first Sixers player to do so, according to this story here. J.J. Redick did it. He lived with his family in Brooklyn while playing for the Sixers. He would drive down to the team's Camden practice facility, and for games in South Philly, he had played for the Lakers, he played for the Clippers before signing with the Sixers. Said, got used to it in L.A. The traffic in L.A. was pretty bad. My first year in L.A., to and from games and to and from practices could take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour or so.
But he was driving.
Yeah.
And his family is there. I don't even know if LeBron's family is going to be there. So what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. I think he's got to take the chopper. Buy that chopper.
I think this
do an endorsement. I'm LeBron James for the H-125 helicopter.
In the chopper.
Yeah.
He's got it in the air.
LeBron says this is the best helicopter. Pays for itself.
I'm sure it would, but a lot of people I think would get rubbed the wrong way on that one.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's an insult to the people of Philadelphia for LeBron not to live there?
I do. If it was 3 years and his family was out there and he, setting up shop, but it's 1 year. Just buy the biggest penthouse in Philly.
That will not be an issue at all unless they get off to a 15-23 start.
And he doesn't play well.
He doesn't even live here.
Well, what if he got injured?
Yeah.
And he's just hanging out in New York?
Yeah.
While they're losing games.
Maybe he wouldn't have gotten hurt if he wasn't flying, the helicopter every game.
When you're on the helicopter, sometimes your limbs, they get a little stiff.
Thank you for not dropping in the cannoli. I was waiting for you.
They get a little stiff and then you eat a cannoli and now you're a little bloated before the game. It's a problem.
Jay,
ask my ma.
Yeah. I actually had to eat a cannoli.
Oh, yeah. Why'd he eat a cannoli?
I had to.
They're like, it's very
nice
good.
Cannoli.
It did. It did. Chris Watkins had some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't like it,
He didn't love the cannoli. Whenever Chris says an idea, it could be food, an idea. Whenever his first thing is, that's interesting. If you say something to Chris and he goes, that's interesting.
Yeah.
He's not feeling it.
Yeah.
He's not feeling it.
LeBron on a helicopter and cannolis. That's what's cooking when we come back. A November to remember for one major league team. It's coming up on Sactown Sports.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Instagram and X at Sactown 1140 to see the best moments from all your favorite shows and up-to-the-minute live reactions and updates on the Kings, 49ers, and more. That's at Sactown 1140 on Instagram and X. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Cheap, cheap. That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. You remember, right? Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap, cheap. And right now you'll find a good deal more on new Honda gas and hybrid Accords, Civics, CRVs, and more fuel-efficient Elk Grove Hondas. Every sale is done right here, under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Come see why generations of families return again and again to Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, because Elk Grove Hondas are
cheap, cheap. This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Let me tell you about the Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite. It's bright, it's bubbly, it's back.
The Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich, it's so rich, and you can choose between the original or the spicy filet.
Ooh, boy.
And then you got those pickled jalapenos tucked right under the filet, and then just to top it all off, you've got a little honey drizzle right on top.
Okay, now I'm a pimento fan.
And I'm feeling the dragon fruit.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Your coffee would never get cold. Your flight would always be on time. And your mattress would always respond to you and your unique sleep needs. Sleep Number mattresses are designed to respond to your body and shift with your changing life, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good night's sleep.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you see this in your kitchen,
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves, or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
On BritBox, there is a place where stories twist like cobblestone roads, grand manners hide secrets, and stakes are higher than seaside cliffs. Find places worth getting lost in on BritBox. Watch new series like The Other Bennett Sister from the world of Jane Austen and A Woman of Substance starring Golden Globe winner Brenda Blethyn. If you want to get away, you're in the right place. Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Free trial at BritBox.com.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson, plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo.
Brought to you by Hyatt Vacation Club and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. More info at CITPFest.com.
This is Sactown, baby! Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Facebook at facebook.com/Sactown Sports. To keep tabs on the Kings, 49ers, UC Davis, and the entire Sactown Sports lineup all season long. Facebook.com/Sactown Sports. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140. Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on Sactown Sports 1140.
Interesting thoughts here in the chat on football helmets. Dwayne Baker, well, every helmet can't be a Raider helmet. And we also have from Malcolm, as a Niner fan, gotta admit, Raider helmets are dope. They're okay.
They are. They are. Now, that's what we're really talking about. Mm-hmm.
There's a tradition. I mean, as a helmet, the silver is great. The guy on there, he's like a pirate, but he has a football helmet on with no face mask and the eye patch. And, yeah, that's good. Okay. As a Raiders, it's a Raiders. Oh, okay. I was wondering who that is.
But that's kind of why
they're fine.
Yeah. That's kind of why
the silver pops.
That's why the Bucs find themselves in a tough spot, the Buccaneers, because it's, hey, well, the Raiders have the guy. We can't really have a different looking guy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, they got the cannons though. They got good stuff down there, out there in Tampa.
Yeah, championships.
Mm-hmm. That, you know, so you can't have it all.
They won that Super Bowl was played in San Diego. Who'd they beat in that one? Tampa Bay I remember being down there, but I didn't stay for the game. I remember
it wasn't
halftime. It was Sting was out there.
They got a
with
stimulus.
Gwen Stefani.
They got a stimulus package.
Who'd they beat though?
They got a stimmy.
Huh? How so? What do you mean?
What with the
Barrett Robbins?
No,
and all that?
yeah, the coaching and it's a stimulus.
Yeah, where'd they get their coach? Tampa Bay got their coach from.
That city, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
technically
right.
that
I'm
city.
a little fuzzy on it.
I mean, it's the Raiders, so what?
Mm-hmm.
You know, my guy, Rich Gannon, the crew, they'll be back. You know, what's for you is for you. That was not for the Raiders or the next one or the next one or the next one. But it's on the way.
On the right track.
If they won the Super Bowl, then they don't have Fernando right now.
There you go.
And what would you trade? What would you trade?
How many games do you think they'll play before he takes over? I think you've said.
That's a good question.
Uh-huh.
Matt, well, what, Niners is week 9, I believe.
I mean, obviously that's, who knows how it's going to be going, but I would think looking at it now, that's not the ideal spot for him to make his debut.
So are they actually trying to sell to us that, let's say Kirk Cousins stunk for the first 4 games, right? Are they trying to sell to us that if Kirk Cousins stunk, they would go to Aiden O'Connell next in line? Not injury. We're just saying the Raiders are 0-4 or 0-5.
Yeah, that's somebody. That quote was from a AFC scout or executive. I can't imagine that.
What we'll hear if that is true, we got to see what the official depth chart ends up being.
Yeah,
right.
That would only be if he has, for some reason he's just not grasping the offense early or something.
Yeah,
they don't want to rush him, but at the same time, if he's like, yeah, I got this, you got to play.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening. I think what that more so is saying, hey, if something happened to Kirk before the season started, they would go to Aiden O'Connell, but I can't see them going to Aiden over Fernando in season.
That's one thing I'll say for Peyton Manning. He played that first year and he just got his brains beat in, but I think he benefited from it. It made him better.
So where are you on the, hey, sit and learn some stuff?
It depends on not to dodge the question, but it just depends on the guy.
You can say it. You're just like me. You think it's stupid.
What, to have him sit?
Yeah.
It depends on the guy.
So give me what's a
Patrick
success
Mahomes
story?
sat all year behind Alex Smith until the last game, and that worked out pretty well.
Okay, but now let me ask you that question. And we don't know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is he not Patrick Mahomes if they do that or not? We don't know if it worked or not.
Mahomes?
We don't know if that worked or not.
Sure. Well, we know that it did work. I mean, I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, you don't know how well he would have played.
Either way.
Yeah. But it worked out great, so.
I don't know that that's a W for them, though.
Huh.
Because he's so good, you cannot say, well, what would he be in the trash can if he didn't watch Alex Smith?
No, but what they did worked. If they'd done something else, would that have worked? Maybe. But what they did worked.
Is this a straw man again?
No, it's not.
We cannot
it's reality.
If somebody is that good, we don't know if something like sitting actually helped or not.
Okay, but it certainly didn't hurt him, right? Or are you going to say?
No.
Excuse me. Or are you going to say, no, he'd be even better if they hadn't sat him down.
He'd have crazier stats. He'd have crazier stats, but I don't know. I've never been a fan of that. Let the boys play. Let them play.
I think it depends on the guy, and I think it speaks to how really uncertain your team is about this whole thing.
Well,
they don't know. They did the right thing. I don't know. Should we play him? Oh, we better not.
Well,
but that shirt's going to work out.
The first thing is there are logistics to this, right? There's a good team, which is, the Chiefs were a good team with Alex Smith. Right? They want to be better. There is a good team where you are waiting it out. Or let's say the Packers, whether it was Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love. Those have been good teams, right? They're always super solid. So there's holding a quarterback out because you really want them to learn this is how we do things. We're winners. We're this, we're that. Then there's the other side where it's masked in that, but it's really our O-line is trash and we don't want you to get smacked.
That's the big thing, I think, with Fernando.
So I don't know how much of this is when you say it depends on the guy. I don't think Fernando's a guy that needs to sit. I think it's more about we don't want you to get smacked up and down the field.
It's also, if Kirk Cousins embraces it, he will be a great mentor if he decides and recognizes the reality and says, all right, I'm going to show you the ropes. That would be great. That's what Alex Smith did for Mahomes. Mahomes has said, and I don't think it was just lip service. He said, man, he really helped me a lot that first year. So Cousins is an ideal guy to do that while you're keeping your young quarterback from getting his brains beat in.
Yeah. It is smart to always get a mid-overpaid quarterback to be your mentor, right? Hey, this is how you do this is how you survive in the league for a long time. So Kirk is perfect for that. I think the whole thing has been, does Kirk know he's the bridge? That was what it was, and that was the oddity in Atlanta with Kirk and Michael Penix. So seems like everybody's on the same page. Everybody's on one accord. At least that's how they're trying to make it sound. We'll see what happens.
Not everybody can be Brock Purdy, who just was ready to step in when they
Well,
needed
if Fernando was on the Niners.
I don't know if he makes a team.
Might not be on the roster.
Yeah, I don't.
If Fernando was on the Niners, you'd be counting those training camp stats. I know that much.
What do you think of this real quick here?
And Fernando.
Yeah.
The thing about Fernando, he didn't get to play, but don't make me say the Avengers word. I don't do that when it comes to Brock. But don't make the team. Give me a break.
I just said that we said we didn't know if he would. That's not saying he wouldn't.
This is not even about Brock. I'm talking about roster construction. Go ahead.
Congratulations to Ryan Kreidler. His dad worked here for many years, very well known in Sacramento. Ryan Kreidler of the Twins. He's getting married on November the 14th. He's on the Twins. Luke Keeshall, his teammate, is also getting married on November 14th. Also, Brooks Lee, third baseman of the Twins, is getting married on November 14th. And pitcher Cole Sands of the Twins is getting married on November 14th. They didn't plan this. They're all talking in the clubhouse like, oh, I heard you have a fiance. When are you getting married? All four players on the Twins, they've all independently chosen the same day in which to get married.
Very cool for them. Also a little bit questionable, fellas. There's very interesting rules when it comes to fall weddings.
Right. Also, your teammates can't go to all of them, and so you're shorting yourself when it comes to the gifts.
What day? The 14th?
14th of November.
A Saturday? It sounds like a pretty good college football day. That's a little selfish of these guys.
Yeah, and they're all saying, well, we didn't know, and you don't want it to be in October because who knows, and you don't want it to be around Thanksgiving, so They all ended up in the same date. The manager says, I don't know which ones I'm going to go to, plus his wedding anniversary is the next day.
The 15th.
Yeah.
So 4 guys.
Yes.
Wow.
Including Ryan Kreidler.
Dang. Well, good for him. I know you were very happy that he got the call this season, his first season, right?
Oh, he's been up before with the Tigers. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. He's having his best season so far.
Best season so far, and it's only going to get better.
That's right.
When it comes to marriage.
You didn't really sell that one.
Well, I did sell it.
I want to push the date back a little bit.
Yeah, let me slide in a Tuesday wedding, something like that.
He'll be here next month. You can talk to him.
You're going.
Yeah, we're going. We're all going.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're going.
We're going.
We got to go, but we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for listening to The Drive, guys, on Sactown Sports.